Alright, hey, what's up, what's happening? Welcome to another episode of Decent After Dark. I'm your host, Ryan Money, joined as always by Reagan Horton. And for, I think, first time in a while, we have a special guest. We're joined by Victor. Victor, what's going on tonight?
Nothing much, man. Really excited to do this. Really talk about some things that piss me off, man.
Okay, great. And Reagan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm a little pissed off, so we're good to go.
Why are you a little pissed off?
It took us forever to get here.
Oh my god, dude. Jeez.
Add to the list, dude.
Relentless. I mean, when have we ever started an episode in timely fashion?
It's true.
Exactly. So you should be used to it. But we have an exciting episode. This episode could somehow go longer than the Avengers episode because this was Reagan's idea initially to do an episode of things that annoy us or things that people do that annoy us, just kind of good stuff to rant about. And he's like, yeah, I started making a list. And I was like, oh, I guess I should do that. And then like a week went by, so my list got out of hand. So yeah, we're just going to be kind of diving through that. Reagan, do you have like a preference on how we like kind of do that? Does everybody just kind of get like a topic at a time and everybody just kind of chimes in with fellow rant? You know what I mean? Like, what are you thinking?
Well, as always, I think we just won't plan it out and just see where things happen. You know.
Okay.
Swing it. First things first. So you need to tell me about this freaking what's his name, the bar, whatever.
Oh god.
Dude, Cosmo. Yeah, literally Cosmo.
Yeah.
So.
Just to give some context to the whole thing. All right. So I've known Cosmo. He's technically the cousin of one of my best friends, Blake Carter. Right. So I kind of have to be friends with Cosmo, or he's always around. Anyways, dude, I kind of hate being around him. He kind of sucks. He's just one of those guys that you just get bad energy from. Like, you just don't want to be around, frankly.
He's a douche.
He's a douche.
I don't know if I got bad energy.
I got bad energy, bro. He's a douche.
He fooled me for a little bit. He was fooling me.
But yeah, he sucks, and I can go on stories about like why he sucks. But
yeah, you never told me his other stories.
Oh,
because he never left.
Oh yeah, this was hilarious. Okay, so check this out. So he got really drunk one night, and he was hanging out with my friend Will and my friend Javon. I wasn't there, just full disclosure. But from what I've heard on 2 accounts is exactly what follows.
That's right.
They went to McDonald's. They went back to Will's house. Cosmo was talking shit to Javon. Now keep in mind, Javon is like 6'3", 275 black dude, like scary looking dude.
Yeah.
His name was Pumpkin, and his nickname was Pumpkin in high school. You remember him?
No.
You remember him, Reagan?
No.
Kind
Pumpkin?
of.
Yeah, well, that's Javon. Anyways, Cosmo was just talking a lot of shit, man, and like Javon gave him every chance to just chill out, like, you know, quit touching him, quit like jabbing at him, right? And finally he just took it too far where he started throwing body shots, Cosmo was, at Javon. So Javon kind of stepped back, winded up, threw a right cross, and folded Cosmo like a sheet in Will's front yard, man. They said that they've never seen a human being fall so slow. So that gives me... So that's pretty funny to me, man. Yeah, it was just a bad time. Like, they apologized to each other. Like, everything's cool now, but that's just the kind of guy, like, that we're dealing with here.
Yeah,
you know
he was
what I mean?
pretty bad.
Yeah. Anyways, Ryan, now your turn.
No, God, no, not my turn. But he came up and started talking to us, and like the whole time he's talking to me, Victor's like mouthing to me that he's like, I fucking hate this guy. Like, he's mouthing.
Great.
I'm like, oh, great, yeah, I can't wait. And then, I mean, not that I blame Victor because he knew everybody there, and I only basically knew Victor. So he starts making his rounds to like say what's up to everybody, and leaves me with Cosmo.
Yeah,
to blow my brains out.
That was my bad.
And this guy's talking to me, and finally I was like, screw it, man, I'm just going to go to the bathroom, because I had to go anyway. And I was like, anything, if I leave, he'll start talking to somebody else. And, Reagan, can you still hear us?
Yeah.
No? Reagan, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, we lost connection with you.
But we're back.
Yeah, where did we cut out?
No.
Oh, if we didn't cut out at all, it cut out with you, like we lost connection with you.
For like a second, but we're back, so.
Okay, so anyway, I was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, like, because if I leave, you know, this guy will start talking to somebody else naturally.
Naturally.
And I'm in there, And this guy walks in, and I'm like just facing forward, and this guy walks in, and he goes, "What are you doing there, partner?" And I like don't turn around and don't say anything, and he's like, "What's going on?" And then I still don't say anything. I'm like, I'm almost done. I'm just gonna leave, like, because he's in the stall going to the bathroom, and he's like, "I know you can hear me," and he like sticks his foot through the stall and starts kicking my foot at the urinal, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And I was like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "Yeah, what's going on tonight?" And I was like, "Yup." And I like literally walked out of the bathroom. And I go up to Victor, and I was like, "Dude, there's some fucking guy playing footsie with me in the bathroom." And then like 5 seconds later, Cosmo comes up behind me, starts rubbing my shoulders. He goes, "How'd you like that bathroom visit?" And I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" I was like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
He proceeds to tell this story about his grandma.
Oh God.
Because I like told him, I was telling Victor a story about how Best Buy sucks and that you like can't do anything in there.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I got to tell you the story at Kohl's." And he's like, "My grandma." So I'm at Kohl's with my grandma.
He's a one-upper too.
She's the yeah.
He's a one-upper, dude. Like no matter what you say, he's like, "Oh, that's cool, bro. This is me doing this, this, and this." Like, no.
Oh yeah.
But
His story didn't one up though. It was longer.
It was just longer. It didn't make any sense. It was probably 80% was made up.
And 80% he was, and everything was, "Dude, that was strike one, that was strike two, strike three," and I'm yelling the whole time, cussing this bitch out at Kohl's. My grandma's the nicest woman.
The nicest, and Reagan, I've met his grandma, and she is the nicest lady. To try to let him know that we're done with this conversation, I keep repeating that throughout the conversation. So like, picture this, like, Cosmo is just going at it with Ryan, like, just telling him, like, yeah. And luckily my grandma, and every time he mentions his grandma, I lean in, "Who's the nicest lady in the world?" I said this at least maybe half a dozen times. And the
guy acts like Victor hasn't said it yet. He's like, "Yeah, dude, exactly. Victor's better.
Yeah.
She's the nicest woman in the world." And Victor's like, "The nicest."
The nicest.
And I'm
the nicest one.
And honestly, I cannot exaggerate. We probably went in that circle of the bitch at Kohl's and his grandma being the nicest 1,000 times. And Victor said it with him 1,000 times.
Good
and at this point, I am crying. Dude. I'm laughing in this guy's face. And he's just like, "Yeah, man, so that's why people don't disrespect me. They get fucked up at Kohl's, you know." And I was like, "Thank God for your grandma." You know, like,
who's the nicest woman in the world?
It did not stop. This guy was insane.
Oh,
what an idiot. How did I not realize you were just...
He probably did, bro, but he wasn't going to do anything, man.
I don't know. There was no way. I couldn't do it. I was blown away. I was like, how can this guy tell me the same thing?
Yeah, bro, but he's just that kind of cat. Everyone knows a Cosmo.
And he's telling, and that's the thing. So the reason, this is what makes me upset. Like, we're talking about things that make us upset. Him, and then that other guy, Milwaukee tool shirt guy.
Oh, Will?
Will.
You didn't like Will?
Will's a nice enough guy, but the problem I had, this is what annoys me, is that both of them were sitting there telling me stories that I do not care about people I do not know.
Right.
And they both have no sense that they've been talking for too long and that I don't care.
Just like, socially awkward.
It's just socially bad. If we have nothing to talk about, that's fine, bro.
It's fine.
Go hang out with your friends.
Move on.
Sit over here. Yeah. You don't have to tell me about how, you know, your mom's sick and you've been unemployed for 6 months and smoothie lane.
Dude, I love Will, man, but yeah, he did go through a bit of.
And he's like, "Yeah, and I've been depressed lately," and I was like, "Hey, bro, like, I don't even know you. Like, I mean, I've got problems, but I'm not gonna unload them on you. Like, I don't know you. You know what I mean?" And so, like, I don't know, him and Cosmo definitely couldn't take a hint.
Dude, that's funny because I've thought recently. I'm like. Because I keep having, like, a lot of coworkers, like, they'll have a conversation with me, and I'm immediately over it. And I'm just like, you know, we don't have to fill these silences. I just need something like that to get out of there.
Yeah. And then they'll be like, "Well, who's this guy?" Because it's so...
It comes off as rude, man.
Yeah.
But it's true. We're both thinking...
It's true.
There's no fucking point in this conversation.
Hey, man, next time you're in those situations, like, and just say that and let us know how it goes. I'd love to know.
Yeah. That'll work out great.
Well, like, at least maybe they'll respect that, like, hey, this guy's honest, like, he didn't want to beat around the bush, time to go, move on with their day, right? I don't know. I found that being, like, blunt sometimes in the right setting, not all the time, sometimes it's really beneficial.
Yeah, sometimes you'll be so blunt, I'll be like, "Oh my god."
Dude, like, Things that make us upset, man. You know what makes me upset? Kind of somewhat on the topic of being, like, uninterested in the conversation. When I have to say, like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Yeah.
at least maybe like 6-7 times, dude, you should know that, yo, I'm not in this to speak with you. Like, I'm so uninterested in this conversation. And like, how dense do you have to be? Like, some call it rude, but I'm just like, man, that's crazy. You know, someone's like treating me like that. Like, they're like, yeah, like for sure, and then blah blah blah, and then I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. And then round and round we go.
That should just be like the warning track of like, yeah, when someone says that, like, you got like 5 seconds to wrap your story up because it's over.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, it's all about the tone. Maybe I can't sound too, because if I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
I give away the tone.
Yeah,
the whole time Cosmo was talking, I was like, yo, that's wild.
That's wild. Yeah, that's your thing. Yo, that's wild. Mine's damn, that's crazy. What about you, Reagan? You got one?
I guess I'm not as much of a pro as y'all. I'm still working on mine. I gotta think about like something like whenever I'm at like a bar or something.
I think
drunk and they're like, yo, like this dude right here, this my boy, like, and I'm like, no way, like what?
It's like, yo, that's crazy.
I want to start doing that thing where like you point at somebody you don't know across the bar and be like, yo, Tommy, and then like just like go across the bar and they're like, oh shit, I guess he knows that guy, and like boom, you're out of the conversation. Yeah. But then you potentially freaked out somebody else that thinks you know him. So I mean,
it's got to be a real bad conversation for you to give up on that one to just go talk to a complete stranger.
I had a couple bad ones last night. Literally, I looked at Victor. I was like, dude, I'm thinking about closing out like right now. He's like, you haven't even finished your first drink. I was like, I know, man.
He wanted to go, bro. I had to keep it. I made him stay like another hour.
Yeah.
Then we got Waffle House, so it was all good.
It was everything was better after that, but I couldn't stand talking to those two. So anyway, what else annoys you, Reagan? I feel like you haven't talked about what annoys you.
What annoys you, dude?
I don't know, dude. Like,
what's your list? You have a list now?
Yeah. I'm trying to like set the tone here. All right, so a little bit of backstory on this one. I can't believe I never told you about this, because it's like it's exactly what happened in 4-Year-Old Virgin. Whenever like the chick is in the car and she like throws up all over him and he's like, don't be a man, because man rhymes with Dan and men jerk off and Dan's a jerk off. Like, all right, so like a long time ago, basically. Let me get to it. A long time ago, basically, I went to this party and it was like with this guy I didn't even really know, and he like immediately like just threw me towards this girl, and she comes up to me. And she's like, "What? Well, like you're like one of those like nice guys, aren't you? Like, don't be like a dickhole. Like, don't be a dick. Like, I only do like nice guys, and like, don't be an asshole." And
she's saying this to you?
Yeah, dude. She was just saying like verbatim. It was out of the movie. I was like, "This is wild." I can't believe I forgot about it. This is like over 2 years ago. Like, I was just like, you just keep saying the same fucking thing like over and over again, and like you don't even know me. Like I met you 2 seconds ago, and you're like, oh, you seem like a nice guy.
Yeah. How do you know? You don't know me.
Yeah, you should be like, oh, it's too bad. I am what I eat. Asshole. But yeah.
Yeah, good.
Thanks. You would have liked it.
So what happened after that, dude?
Did she throw up chocolate sandwich on you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, like it was a Halloween party, so she was bobbing for like apples or whatever, and she just fell in like an idiot.
Wonderful. Well.
So that was wild.
Were you a nice guy and dry her off?
No, good God, no. I had a towel and I just threw it at her, and then I just went and talked to somebody else. I was like, this is ridiculous. Because I met her for 5 minutes, and I was like, she's already way more effort than it's worth.
Oh, dude, you already had it.
It's got to flow, dude.
Yeah.
It's got to flow.
Definitely.
I was gonna say, I think it sounds like she says she only does nice guys. So I mean,
yeah, I was like, hey, I'll be like, I'm the nicest, you know. But I don't know, bro.
She didn't look back.
I'm working.
What about your list, dude? What you got?
I got endless ones. The very first one that I wrote down, Reagan told me to make the list, and I was in the middle of taking a poop, and I stood up and went to flush the toilet, and it was one of those, like, you have to hold the handle for, like, 30 seconds, and the toilet just acts like it's a diesel engine, like, starting up, like, and you can't tell if it's ever going to start flushing, or if it's going to overflow, if it's going to even handle the turd that I put in there. And so, like, I just don't understand, like, why buy a weak toilet? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm buying a toilet, like, the first thing I'm asking is, like, yo, what's the flush?
You know,
what's happening?
I think it's all about water pressure.
Do you really think some people have that bad of water pressure? Because, like, I've been to neighbors' houses. Like, I've ruined neighbors' toilets because they just, like, couldn't handle the flush.
Crazy.
And
well, maybe some toilets in some older houses need a certain way to flush, and that's what upsets me. It should be a universal flush across all the toilets
That's all
across
I'm
the world,
asking.
man. Just one button, one click of the thing. I totally agree.
Yeah,
That would upset me. Yeah,
but yeah, like I can't stand it. Like a
I
bad
can't believe
toilet.
you went to some. I never even thought of things that weren't people that pissed me off. You immediately went to like the bathroom. Pisses you off.
Yeah, that's
little
what I meant to
things,
say. I
dude,
know
like
you had
that.
said people, but like I knew I had a few things that were off topic, and one of them is definitely like weak toilets because I get so mad because I'm like, yo, if this poop doesn't flush, like I have to like deal
like the
with
Dumb
it.
and Dumber scene. Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
good one.
Which Dumb and Dumber scene?
First one, best one. The
I
one
know
with
which-
Jeff Daniels
Which scene?
after the laxative.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Wow.
He goes over this girl's cabin and basically just demolishes the toilet
Destroys
because someone
toilet.
like put eye drops in his drink or something. I
It
don't
was
know.
some kind of laxative or something.
Oh, they do that in
Like, messed
Health
him up
Inspector
bad. Yeah,
with Larry
it's really
Gilbert.
bad. It's like in Wedding Crashers.
Yeah,
Kinda
yeah,
like that.
with Bradley Cooper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Great
You
movie.
can see the same bit's been used. We just named 4 different movies that did the same bit.
It's true. Hey, that's what upsets me, man. Comedy. You know what?
Yes.
Here's what upsets me,
Say
dude. Kind of on that road. Will Ferrell has not made a decent movie in a while.
A long time,
Like 10 years.
at least.
The last one,
Well-
Sherlock and Holmes, I heard bombed.
Yeah, Holmes and Watson. Yeah.
Yeah, Holmes and
Awful.
Watson.
Like
I said
literally, I
Sherlock
was telling
and
Reagan
Watson.
that's what was wild about it is like whenever that movie came out, IGN had them on there,
Yeah.
and before they did their interview with them, they kind of gave their thoughts on the movie. Now this is all in the Snapchat story. Like Reagan, had told me that they probably didn't show Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly
Right.
the content that they were making before interviewing them, which makes sense because literally they poop on the movie.
Who?
They're like, yeah, the movie's IGN. They're like, the movie sucks. And
Will
then they're
Ferrell
like,
said that? Or IGN?
IGN sucks.
Okay, yeah.
They're like, yeah, the movie sucks. And then you like click on the next snap, and they're like, it got 3.5 ratings. It sucks. The plot's boring. And then you like click on the next snap, and it's like, check out our exclusive interview with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly as they talk about their friendship in Holmes and Watson. It's like, yo, you just dumped on the movie, and then you're gonna promote the interview with them,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have them on there and be like, what's it like to be in the movie? Like.
What was the interview like?
I don't know, it was fucking sucked, dude. It was lame. Because, like, all those interviews are lame. They're always just like,
Yeah,
what's your
pretty
favorite
stale.
butterfly? And he's
You
like,
gotta
oh,
promote.
definitely
Yeah,
the
you gotta
monarch.
promote the movie.
Dude,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
we were talking like what our best, like our favorite and least favorite movies were, and Money didn't even see that movie, and he was like, I gotta nominate that for like worst movie.
Dude, just from sheer like word of mouth, like
The
it's
trailer
so
sucked
bad.
too.
Yeah.
Everything sucked about it. Grown men screaming is not funny to me. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
No. I don't even think it made it through its first playthrough. I think
I certainly hope
think
not.
the theaters took it out halfway through.
God, I hope so. Everybody's service.
So, but was that your point? Oh, like Will Ferrell? Yes, he's
Well,
pissing you off.
yeah, well, comedy
comedy in general.
movies just in general are not like they used to. Like, think about it, dude. Early 2000s
Classics.
Sandler movies, man. Those were the best.
And look at his movies. now.
Or like Jim Carrey movies, man. Like
I don't
that
know.
kind of comedy,
Ace
bro.
Ventura.
Ace Ventura, the other one, Dumb and Dumber,
Okay,
man.
what do you guys think about Ace Ventura 1 being under so much scrutiny for being transphobic?
Who cares? dude?
Exactly.
Shit, dude, it's comedy.
Damn, dude, it's comedy.
Anything
But that's
should
what I'm
go.
saying. It's not like that anymore, dude. PC culture. That's what upsets me, bro. PC culture and just all the you have to say
It's
this or
literally
else
every
you're a
day they make
racist,
jokes.
you're a Nazi, you're a trans, whatever.
Yeah.
Just because, like,
You said this.
dude, just because you said something, man. Like, granted, if you call like a guy the N-word, like, in just blatant,
That's rap music.
yeah, bro, come on, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, though.
yeah.
But then, like, they call themselves that, right?
Right.
Right, like,
Well, okay.
yeah, like,
Let me
okay.
ask y'all something. Like, you're at
Okay.
a rap
Yeah,
concert,
just
alright?
Political
Please
correctness,
do.
dude.
You're at a
It's
J.
just-
Cole concert,
Yeah.
Yeah,
or a Drake, or whatever. Like,
yeah,
African American rapper. Do you say the N word in the songs when you're singing along to it?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's saying it to me. I'm saying it back to him, bro. What's
Yeah,
up?
that's
But hey, on the same thing, I don't know if y'all saw the video. Is with Kendrick Lamar had a concert. It's somewhere in the South.
Oh, yep, I saw.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And he brought like two people up. One was a guy, like a Mexican guy, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this. But then he rapped the song and he said the N word, no problem, right? Or maybe it was a black guy. I'm pretty sure he brought up a black guy. And they said the
I
N words in
didn't
the
even know
song.
that.
He
I
was
just thought
rapping
he
with
brought
them. It
up
was
a
no
white
problem.
girl.
Then he brought up a white girl, kind of a bigger white girl, and she started saying it too. And he like cut the song. He's like, nah, like don't say that. And she's like, bro, like, I was saying it because, like, y'all were saying it. Like, oh, my bad, I can do the song again. He's like, nah, you got to get out of here. That upset me. I was just like, bro, it's your song. Like, you're really going to get mad because someone is rapping a song to you and they're white?
And that's the thing.
Come on now, bro.
They rap it. They rap it as is all the time. Like whenever they're rapping it in their car by themselves, they're not going to censor themselves.
No,
so
of course
like,
not.
she's on stage, probably freaking out, and it's a miracle that she's sang the song, and then she says it as is, and
that's what upsets me.
Well, the last time I went to the J. Cole like concert, For Your Eyes Only, he's like, they did some song and they got cut halfway through, and he's like, y'all ain't loud enough. Like, and he was like, y'all white people, like, it's okay, like, say the N-word. Like, he was like, yo, like, say it. Like, it's all cool. We're all cool here.
I remember him doing that, too.
Damn. I mean, that's what you gotta do, man. That's real.
He emphasized.
That's real.
Like, it's cool for tonight. It's the song.
Good shit, J. Cole. Kind of yeah. Fuck you, Kendrick. That was a weak move. It really was, bro. When I saw that, I was like, bro, that was stupid. Like, grow up. You know what I mean?
To go, like, way back to what you were saying, what's the last good Will Ferrell movie?
Oh, man. Dude.
Anchorman 2?
No, that movie sucked. Almost as bad. No, that movie was terrible. I hate it.
I agree with you that it was terrible, but it at least had funny moments.
The first 10 minutes were hilarious, and that was it.
There you go. It's better than all his movies.
I guess, bro.
What about when Paul Rudd's talking about all those people he's gonna get a bait with, and he's gonna call himself the Lady Killers? And it's
I don't.
OJ.
Well,
all those people that kill women. Yeah, he like names all these people that are eventually gonna kill women. And he's like, yeah, we're starting a band. We're going to call ourselves the Lady Killers.
See, I don't even remember the movie. Like,
that's probably my favorite joke. And I don't even remember it.
I don't know. I bet if I watched it now, I'd probably look for that joke and be like, ha, it's a good one.
It's good.
But no, for me, man, last favorite Will Ferrell movie for me, dude, Talladega Nights, dude, for sure.
That's 2002.
That's 2006.
No, Talladega Nights was not 2002. 2006? Let's say 2009.
Whatever.
No, it's 2006.
Wait,
so you
went Step Brothers.
Step Brothers, of course, yeah.
It was after that. What about Blades of Glory, Semi-Pro?
Blades of Glory, Semi-Pro was
all
great.
after Talladega Nights.
Okay, well, whichever one's the last of those,
okay.
that one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not what it used to be.
No, not really.
And I hate
Get Hard. You hate Get Hard with Kevin Hart,
dude. That's the thing, and that's another thing that upsets me. I hate the fact. I hate Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I don't hate Kevin Hart.
I don't either.
I hate how he's just everywhere, bro. And when I think you've said this before, Ryan. When I'm watching a movie with Kevin Hart, I'm not watching, hey, this is the character that Kevin Hart is playing. I was like, oh, this is Kevin Hart in another B movie. Yeah. You know, just an okay movie.
It's just Kevin, yeah.
It's just Kevin.
Like, literally, he could, every movie he's in, I don't even know his character's name. I just assume it's Kevin.
Yeah.
Because he's not acting. He's just like...
It's just a comedy.
I do like in that movie whenever they're with John Mayer, and he's like, you ready to see 40 women all get wet at the same time? And then he starts singing that one song.
That's true.
Which movie was that?
Get Hard.
Get Hard.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen the movie?
No. Because it had Kevin Hart, dude. Like, I refuse, except for Jumanji, I refuse to watch a Kevin Hart movie.
And Jumanji was so weak, too.
I loved it.
I hated it.
I can't wait for the second one.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I love Jumanji.
Why?
Nostalgia, dude. I love the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Robin.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
What else you got, dude?
Somebody else go. I lost my list.
I got one. One that I like. When Ryan told me this topic, it just immediately came to me. So, for anybody who has a Snapchat, you have like a handful of girls or women that they're fit. They're pretty, right? No one needs to tell them that.
No.
They should know it, right? They're genuinely like beautiful or pretty or hot or whatever you want to say, right?
You're Skiba's.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Skiba's sister, Morgan Skiba.
Oh. Anyways.
Skiba.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Trevor, by the way. Every time she posts a picture, he's like the first person to like it. All right, go ahead, Victor.
Yeah. So you got these girls, right? That, you know, they post their bodies and they're like slim trim, doing the horse pose, whatever. You know the horse pose, they stick the leg out, like two legs, a leg like a horse jostling.
I don't know that.
I wish I could have a picture of it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've never heard it called the horse pose.
It looks like a horse, like, you know, like posing. Anyways, and then they post like a meal, right? And then they subsequently post another picture of their stomach, which is still super trim.
Yep.
put the caption like, "This is why I can't stay skinny," or "This is why I'm fat."
Yeah.
Like, shut up, dude. Like, you're just, it's a clear cry for attention. And great, hey, you have a great body. That's wonderful, but you don't have to say these things.
Yeah.
I feel like,
and then she has like 100 people.
100 people like, oh no, you're not fat.
And then she screenshots it and posts that.
It's like, these are my friends. I love y'all.
These true friends. Oh my god.
Like, maybe I don't have the mind of a girl. I don't know why it's a thing.
The crave emotion.
Crave emotion. Yeah. Crave affection. Crave attention.
It's disgusting.
As long as you can master affection, emotion, and attention, if you can master those things as a man to give to a woman,
they think you're gay.
Isn't that the goal?
Yeah, I suppose, man. If you want to have like I guess if you want to have a friendship with a girl, sure. But
it's rough, dude.
It's
all
rough,
talking and no sex. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I've got like 6 subscriptions, bro. I can get you.
Dixon, not American.
No, I meant friendships.
Oh,
no,
friendships. I thought you were talking about.
So it's like Netflix. You can like share it with 2 other people.
Yeah, I can just be like, hey, like this is Reagan. He's a lot like me. He's going to listen to what you have to say and provide good commentary. And then
I have 2. No, I'm going to say I have 2 really good women, female friends. One is named Sarah. Shout out Sarah Nelson.
Nice.
And the other is Destiny.
Nice.
From middle school.
Nice.
Destiny. Yeah. Those 2 are like the only like girls that are like my friends. Like really, like those are my friends.
I got quite a few, but they're all at a distance. They're all everywhere else, and they're all pretty much married. So
good.
That's always good.
Good. Better that way, dude.
Well, it means we're not friends anymore.
Nah,
because they have married friends.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
It's like a whole new lifestyle. Like hashtag I'm married. Like, oh my god.
But that upsets me, dude. You know.
Oh yeah.
The Snapchats.
Yeah, needing the confirmation that I'm fed. I'm fat.
I wish I could understand, but I just can't.
No, you can't.
That's what upsets me.
All right, I'll go next. Couple of things here. I hate it when people say or use the phrase "I can't wait to be with you." Like, yeah, you can. It's gonna happen. So just fuck over it. Don't know what I'd do without you. You just be, you'd be fine. It'd be all right. You really don't need anyone. You'll be fine.
I can't imagine who one person I can picture saying these things.
Yeah, there's. I bet the person I got most of the stuff from would surprise you. It's a male.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan.
And then there's like the one where I love you to the moon and back. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me because I don't know how you could turn it into a distance. But yeah, that just really bugs me as well. It also just bugs me that people say that to other people, and it's like it's been said 1,000,000 times. How could that mean anything to you? Like they clearly just saw it somewhere else and then copy and pasted it.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. You know what upsets me, dude? Live, laugh, love signs, dude.
Yeah.
Unoriginal.
Yeah.
Move on. Whenever I see like tacos, Wi-Fi, and like pizza or something, like some variation of it, I'm like, good for you.
No, dude. Okay. Like one of the best things ever is in GTA 5. There's like a live, laugh, love, and it's crossed out, and it's like eat, shit, die.
Nice.
Love it. I do that a lot.
It's pretty much what you do when you're living, dude.
Oh, let's see. I hate. So I've been seeing it all over Tulsa, all over Houston, but you see it pretty much everywhere. People who are driving that are over aggressive and under aggressive. You'll have those people that I could be doing 15 over the speed limit and they're blowing by me. I'm like, bro, you're doing 100 right now, in traffic.
Yeah.
Like what? Like I just don't get it, dude.
Do you feel like it's endangering you and other people?
Whenever they come out of nowhere, I'll have just changed lanes, and they they already knew a mile ago that they were going to be on my ass. So yeah, they do that whip around real quick, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because sometimes you change 2 lanes at a time. Sometimes you're we're trying to merge on, and yo, I'm getting left, and then this guy's like, yo, I'm doing 1,000, look out. And then you got the other people who are like, hey, I'm gonna get on the freeway, and I know the speed limit's 60, but I'm thinking I can get on at 30 miles an hour. And everyone's just going to let me in. Or whatever. Or those people that sit at the stop sign for an hour when you're waving at them, like, just fucking go, and they're like, no, you go, and I'm like, God damn it, and then you both go at the same time, and then you have to both wave each other again, and then you both go at the same time again, and then finally you just go, and you hope that you hit them, and then people that don't use their blinker too, and make a turn.
Of course.
If someone's turning right into somewhere and they don't use their blinker, like, I lay on my horn, like, nonstop, dude. You want to make sure they know they fucked up.
By not using their blinker.
Yeah. Like, let me know you're going to turn. Like, don't just slam on your brakes out of nowhere to turn into the grocery store without any kind of warning.
No.
Because you're going to hear it from me.
You know what upsets me about driving?
Women?
Of course. Let's go with that.
Yeah,
no, man. When, like, let's say I need to turn right.
Okay.
Right? And I'm in the right lane to turn.
Right.
That's a good place to do it.
Right.
Yeah, right.
But the car in front of me is going straight.
Yeah.
Love that.
And you know what? There's some situations some situations it happens, right? But if we're like both going straight, like there's no cars around us, and you're trying to go straight, and you're in the right hand, like there's no one in the middle lane.
Yeah.
Like,
just get over it.
Please.
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
Yeah.
And it always seems to happen to me when I'm in a rush.
Yeah.
And like everything does.
That's the best time for that.
God, I get so mad.
Dude, to like add on to your point, Money, I remember one time we were driving through Longwood, which is like a neighborhood area, and that area we're going like, I think it's like 35 or something, and we're going 40. We're going over the speed limit. And it's such a short drive, but someone like whizzed by us, like going like 50 or 60, just to get in front of us, and we're like, and they met us at the stop sign, so they literally just got like 5 extra seconds in their life. It made no sense.
None.
It's all about showing who has the biggest cock, gentlemen. And how do you do that? You drive fast.
Yeah, but I'm already driving fast. You know what I mean? It's like, how fast does one have to drive?
How big is
one? It's about being
cock?
big. It's about being the biggest.
Huge. And then the other one is I want like reverse flashers. So you know how you can like flash people with your headlights in the front? I want flashers in the back. That I know you can use your brakes.
You can.
Use your brakes and your brake lights.
Yeah.
But I want something that's more annoying that doesn't require me to brake because I don't want to get rear-ended and have to deal with all that. So I want like reverse flashers to flash at somebody that's got like a fucking light bar or they've got their brights on or they've got the brightest headlights ever and they're behind you.
I've seen a cartoon drawing of like that happening, and the car in the cartoon, the trunk pops open and it's a bunch of LED lights and they flash on. So you're thinking like something like that?
Yeah. Anything would work. Like just.
Well, I mean, it's all you got to do is put a light behind your truck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, it took me over a year to like get my subs working, and it turns out all it was a loose plug.
No, that's a shame.
Yeah, I don't know how quick.
I think it would be clutch is if you could just drop your tailgate on command and you could just smash and break their lights. That would like retract it real quick. That'd be super.
Yeah. Some kind of bond contraption.
Let's start to cue.
Slick oil, dude.
Yeah.
Submachine guns.
This pen is a boss.
Yeah, just kill them while we're at it. Like they suck at driving.
All for some headlights, dude.
I hate those headlights.
Dude, what upsets me? I'll tell you what upsets me, dude.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know, man. I
love having to explain jokes or sarcasm. You know,
or references to shows that should be mainstream. I hate when I have to explain a SpongeBob reference.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah. When I'm just like, my leg. You should know that.
Someone should know that. Yeah.
Should know that.
Or whenever. I don't know, like, I'll be at work and I'll just be like, Squidward tentacles, voted most likely to suck eggs, and I'll literally scream it at my desk, like, in the middle of the workday. I have, like, 3 or 4 people be like, what is that? Like, what is that from? And I was like, how do you not know? And, like, one guy will be like, yo, money with the SpongeBob reference, you know, like.
It's like, that's me.
The one guy that gets it, and I'm like, yeah, thanks, man. You know, but yeah, just having to explain, especially like sarcasm. Like I could say the most outlandish thing ever, but since I won't smile when I say it, I'm like, yeah, my dad. I can't do it. Don't look at me. But anyway, like to people I hate, so like I can't. I'll be like, yeah, my dad had been in Kit Kats. You know what I mean? And like, be like, no way, and I'll be like, yeah, like definitely, like. Our house is made of Kit Kats, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And like they're just blowing me shit. Or like whenever it be all like the simplest one, like they'll be like, "Oh, Money, that's a cool last name," and I'll be like, "Yeah, my middle name has no. Can you believe that?" Like, my mom thinks it's hilarious, and then they're like, "Dude, do it!" Like every time, and I'm like, "Nah." Like, it's a joke.
Hey, Reagan, are you still cool with Nichols, or have you ever been like cool with Nichols or no?
I think that's a better question. No, I
I think that's a better question. Have you ever been cool with Nichols?
No, just when he said that, he's like, bro, no way. I could just see him fucking doing it.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
knows everything I said.
That's who comes to mind. Hope he's doing alright too. Shout out Nichols.
Yeah.
If you ever see this, bro,
yeah,
nothing but
he's
love.
like making babies, isn't he?
Yeah, bro.
That's what's
Dude,
up.
a lot of people are. That's what upsets me, dude. Everybody's got a kid.
I hate, like, I look at the birthday notifications and I'll, like, click on everybody's profile to see what they're doing.
You got a kid?
And
some are on their second. Some are on their third, dude. And you know what? I've heard, like, well, that's what you're supposed to be doing, right? And granted, yeah, like, sure, maybe,
not all of those
whatever,
people.
like, yeah, human reproduction, whatever. But it's just weird to see people that I grew up with, like, actually have kids.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
Especially, like,
And there's
still
certain
stupid.
people, I will not say what kind of people, that should not have kids.
Exactly.
It's wild to me that they could just actually birth something and have to take care of it. Like, you have a kid, well, you don't have to be a genius to have a kid, I guess. Should be able to pass a test, I feel.
Yeah, like, if
Like
you
some
still
kind of
have
IQ
it,
test.
If you still have the 7th grade reading level, like,
Yeah,
if
bro.
you've been dumb
Like, you shouldn't have
forever,
kids,
like,
man.
you should.
Like, the gene pool should just end with you right here.
Yeah, better hope that you have, like, recessive smart genes that the kid gets lucky and gets or something. 25% chance.
I know that sounds messy. I know that sounds messed up, but it's my 2 cents on the matter.
Well, you know, I'm just glad that they like take pictures of it, and it's like the only thing they post on social media. Like, that's what I'm glad about. Like, I'm tired of seeing some diversity. You know?
I'll tell you what upsets me on the same subject, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna name any names, dude, but there's this like one girl on my Snapchat, and all it is of her baby. And granted, hey, you love your kid. It's your kid. Like, it's understandable. But your
He's
kid.
not viewing this stuff.
But you love it. I don't love it.
I don't love it.
You
And
see
you know, some people say, like, oh, you don't have to watch it, but like, I tune in sometimes just to see, because this kid, bro, like, he's got the big eyes, bro. He's got a big forehead. Like, he kind of looks kind of, I don't know, kind of freaky, but you know, it's okay. Yeah, I guess he'll grow into it. I had a big head. I had a huge head when I could show you pictures. My head I looked like an alien. I had to get my brain head like drained, dude, because my head was so big. Yeah, true story.
No, it's not.
Dude, ask my siblings, ask my mother
They
right
drained
now.
your head.
Yeah,
ask him right now.
I had excess fluid in my head, dude, and I had to get it drained. It's wild. I don't remember it, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah. But this kid's head's huge, and his eyes are even bigger, and it just makes for like a... You ever played that game, Destroy All Humans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those aliens.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Beautiful baby.
Yeah, bro.
That sucks.
Like, if you looked at it, you would think, like, is there like some, like, missing chromosome, maybe? But there's not. Totally normal baby.
Extra chromosome.
Extra. Is it a missing or is it an extra?
I think you're supposed to have 23, and if you have 24, it's not good. Or something. I don't know.
It's not good. It's not that it's not good. Cool.
Or sorry, that's not. Okay, you're right.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
But it's not great.
You're R-worded, basically.
Hey, watch it, bro.
That's why I censored myself.
I heard you.
I
was
censored
just saying, watch
myself.
it.
I didn't use that. Use that
What pisses you off?
What pisses me off? I think it's Reagan. Reagan's overdue for something. Needs to look at
I'll
the
tell you what
list.
pisses me
Oh
off.
my god.
This one memory.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
No, let Reagan go.
Alright, Reagan go.
All right. I don't know. Just like when people call themselves dog moms or dog dads, that shit really annoys me.
I thought you did.
Never did.
I'm really tired of just seeing like snaps and like pictures of people just like constantly like just feeding or walking their dog. Like, who gives a shit? Like, you're supposed to do that. Like,
I did that one time.
Yeah, okay.
it's just why? Like, it's just so much, dude. I can't stand it. Like, it's just like
I pulled back
this animal so you could take pictures of it. I feel like that's the only reason people are getting these animals.
Honestly,
Yes.
did it for the cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, Reagan, you're onto something there.
Yeah, I know. I am.
I got a dog, frankly, because I wanted attention.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're doing something right.
You're doing it right.
People love my dog.
Yep.
You know, he's the cutest thing ever. And
Let's see how you get
it's nice, bro. It's
Reagan,
nice
do you
to
follow
like,
him on
oh, your
Snapchat?
dad's so cute.
No,
I'm like, hey, it
thank
is.
God.
I appreciate that. Thank you. He is cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing later?
Ooh.
Nah.
He does tricks.
He does. He sits.
Oh.
Lays down. But no, Reagan, you're right. When the first week I got my dog,
You try
I
to
did
dog
that.
community.
Like I took pictures of him. Like I put on Snap. I pictures of him walking, stuff like that, bro. But since then, I've really peeled back the reins. I don't really post them as much.
But the initial point was dog mom, dog dad. Do you ever address yourself as such?
My mom, when I sometimes have to come pick him up, he's like, "Oh, your dad's here."
Yeah, well, no, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Like,
No,
but I'm
it's
be
just
like,
you personally. You're like, oh, dog dad out here on the wall.
no, I wouldn't say dog dad. I wouldn't call myself a dog, but like with my dog, I'd be like, "That's my son."
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
So that's my boy.
yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be like dog dad. Is that okay? Would that be acceptable, Reagan? Can I call? It's like that's my son. It's my boy.
I'll let it pass.
You let it pass?
You're on thin ice.
The thinnest.
Alright, dude. That's a good one, though. I definitely agree. Oh,
Ooh, nice.
did you hear that? It's my wrist. Wrist.
Wait,
Reagan?
what you got? Or is it still me?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Just some more stuff I hate when people say ride or die. I really hate it when particularly girls use that phrase because
They keep friends for a year at a time.
yeah, and you're just you're just driving to Starbucks every day, and then y'all are going to the pool. Like it's not like y'all just got out of prison and you're about to like pull off some fucking heist.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is.
Starbucks, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I have the app.
I hate it when people say, "See what happened was." Like,
See.
I hate that transition. Just tell me what happened. It's fine.
See what happened was.
See, what happened was
I was
Mason
over
just said
there.
to me, "You got 5 seconds to leave." Like, I'm like,
Yep.
all right, I gotta get this hell.
I gotta get out. I was standing over here, and they shot that dude over there.
sounds like every Medea movie ever. That's what upsets me. How can this Tyler Perry keep making Medea movies?
I think he's finally done. No,
I certainly hope so.
I think he's.
Watch the first one, Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
I think
The
that's-
only decent one.
I think the most decent movie was like Medea dies in prison or something. Like
Dies in prison.
I think that was like the most recent movie
Wow.
he made. So like trilogy or saga, not trilogy, saga over.
Did like 3 Halloweens, 4
I thought that was the Wayans
Christmases,
brothers.
2 Easters.
Oh wait, you're right. Medea does Halloween and dark chocolate. Medea that serves dark chocolate or whatever.
Medea movies.
Oh,
Excellent pick.
bless you. I love, actually, sorry, I keep reading stuff we hate. What I hate is when someone has a super passionate opinion about something, but they have no research or no knowledge to back it up. They're just like, yo, like these people are like taking over the world, and it's like, yo, they're not even relevant.
They don't
And
even exist.
Yeah, it's like, what, or I forget, I think my dad did an example of it tonight. He's like, I mean, yeah, this radio station's pretty good. I think they're probably like, and like, I think it's like 95.7 The Spot. Like, they don't even have DJs on there. Like, everything's automated. Like, they have like 5 people that work there. And he's like, yeah, they're like the second best radio station in Houston or something. And I was like, what? Where is this information coming from? Like, where are you getting radio station statistics in Houston? Like, how do you know what's the best station? And so, but he swears up and down. He's just like, yep, this is it. Like, this is the one. He's like, number 2 in the city. And I'm just like, yeah, no doubt. Like, I'm not going to argue with him because I don't do the research either. But I just don't get how people can do that. Like, but I guess that's our voting system too. Like, people they're like, yep, this is my political belief.
Sounds like every argument you ever had with my brother about basketball.
Oh, what? No, like he'll say something and I'll call him out for no stats or research.
And then he'll just continue as if you said nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like super entertaining to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it gets pretty sketchy, dude. I'm always worried that he's just gonna get pissed because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna like not say my sarcastic truth, like Brook Lopez is not ass, dude. Like, the man's hitting threes, bro. He's revolutionized his game, like. I don't know, just passionate opinions with no research drive me up.
You ever heard of?
With you, like another thing, like you just reminded me of. I hate it when like just playing pickup basketball and
Yep.
it's usually a white guy, wears like headband, armband, arm sleeve, something like that. Like,
Oh god, yeah.
as if it matters or makes a difference. Like, I immediately know I hate you the most.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, they've been running the AC like a lot this year. Like, I need my shooting sleeve, like no doubt. Like, oh yep, I hate those guys. Honestly, this is gonna make me sound like a dick, but I hate people doing the donating to a cause on Facebook for their birthday.
Wow.
I hate it, dude. I literally hate it because it's just like, you're making people give money because it's your birthday. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're really so charitable, like, why don't you donate to the charity or raise money for that charity the other 364 days of the year? Why do you give a shit on your birthday? Like, is it one of those things to where, like, I feel like people are just like, again, it's kind of like when Anthony Jeselnik was like, he hates people that say thoughts and prayers after a tragedy, because he's like, that means nothing. You're not doing anything to help. You're not donating money. You're not physically helping. You're not even giving your time. You're just saying, don't forget about me today. Don't forget how sad I am. And like, that's what I feel when people like say, like, don't forget about my birthday. I'm raising money for the YMCA Kids of America.
You don't think it's genuine?
No, that's why I hate it. Because I definitely don't have a problem with raising money for charity. I have nothing against that. Like, I think that's all fine and dandy. I just think it's so arrogant. They're like, everyone's goal is to get $200, and I've never seen anyone have over more than $25.
Yeah.
Like, I literally saw a popular hot chick have like $50, and I was like, dude, even this chick can't get $100.
And I think that kind of echoes the point of like echoes like how everyone else feels. Like, maybe everyone else doesn't feel like it's genuine.
Nobody gives
because honestly, now that I think about it, I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It's so stupid.
And that's sad.
And that's why I wanted to make sure I made that clear. Like, I have no problem with helping out with like a charitable project, but like, you're not doing it the other days of the year. You're just like, hey guys, give me money because it's my birthday, and I'll look like a good person because I'm giving it to the Boys and Girls Club of America.
Yeah.
Also, buy me something. It's on wish list.
My company, they donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital every.
Do they really?
They do, bro. 100% of the like after the sale. Like, hey, if you want to donate to the thing, here's like 5, 10, or whatever.
We used to do that at Finish Line. I remember we were like raising money for obese kids.
Obese kids?
Yeah, and like literally this guy's like, what are y'all doing to them? Are y'all feeding them or are y'all starving them? You know what I mean? Like,
I would have been like, good one, sir. I want to give him $1 and find out.
Like, literally, dude, he like said something dickish like that, and I was like, dude, that's hilarious. I was like, honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because he's right. Like, we're like literally like my manager just like they just sell you on it. They're just like, yeah, like ask them if they want to donate $1 to obese kids or something, and you're just like, okay, because you're like,
well,
yeah.
you gotta know what you're gonna be like.
That's what
what you're donating to. Like St.
me.
Jude, that's legit, man. That's like children's cancer that they're trying to cure, right?
Definitely.
It's a legit thing. Get like 20. They said raised like $20 million as a company, which is crazy.
What is St. Jude doing with that money? Because they're always asking for
Research.
money. But they're always asking for money. Does it ever
There's
end?
always sick kids, dude.
Never ends.
Never ends.
It's a weird circle.
That sucks sometimes. Hey, if we're talking about people who we hate, I'll tell you what kind of people I hate, bro.
Okay.
Name
People
names.
who. No, it's not one kind of name. It's one kind of person. Like, you're either this person or you're not. You ever heard of what they call a sovereign citizen? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yes.
Reagan, you don't? Okay.
I don't know what it means, but I've probably heard it.
Here, 1 second. I will. Let me grab my phone. I'm gonna pull up the Wikipedia
You
page.
can pull up the Wikipedia. So, I guess a quick one that I can do is weather talk. I think Reagan, you and I have talked about this quite a bit. Just anybody that needs to talk about the weather to fill time or small talk, it's like, why?
Lowest common denominator. Like, the only thing we have in common is that we're living in the same area.
Like, oh yeah, then our area really could use the rain right now.
See, I don't really agree. I like weather talk.
Hate it, dude.
It means nothing. I'm just like, I just feel like sometimes like it'll be a bright sunny day outside. So how about this weather, right? And I just want to be like as sarcastic as possible. Yeah, I know. When are we gonna get some good weather up in this bitch? Like, I feel like I can never go outside anymore. Just a flood out there.
Weather
I
talk.
wouldn't even acknowledge it. I feel like they'd just be like, yeah, it is nice this time of year.
Weather talk for me reminds me, honestly, of like my mother. She like wake up and she's like, it's a beautiful day outside. or like, oh, look at this foggy day.
Yeah.
So is my mother with weather talk.
My mom loves weather.
My mom loves weather. I
She eats
think it's a
weather.
mom thing. Anyways, dude, sovereign citizens. This is the kind of people I hate. If you go on YouTube, you could find like endless compilations of these people, and this is what the FBI definition of them are. Sovereign citizens are anti-government extremists who believe that even though they physically reside in this country, they are separate or sovereign from the United States, which basically means they don't really have to abide by any laws. They don't have to pay taxes. They don't have to submit to anything. Nothing, dude.
So it's like that one episode of Family Guy where he makes his own country inside of America.
Kind of, bro, but it's different. Okay, like for example, if you go on YouTube, you can see compilations of them getting pulled over, and they basically try to play like word salad with the cops to be like, well, technically, I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
I've seen one of those. It's like
All
a
right.
woman is driving.
Yeah, they're
like
so
the guy.
stupid, bro.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I'm not driving, I'm traveling, which under the state code B clearly states that I do not. And like, bro,
It's like, really?
are you serious right now?
Yeah.
You're not driving, you're traveling. You can shut up.
Yeah.
Seriously, get the fuck out of here.
I think
Like, who are
they
you
have to know they're
fooling?
bending the rules. Like,
Who
they
are you
have to-
fooling? Sovereign citizen. I had this one guy come in here, dude. He said he was a sovereign citizen. I had no idea what it meant at the time. I actually looked this up after I met this guy. I was like, who the hell is this clown? And he comes in here. He says he's a Cherokee redneck, but he's white. White as you, bro.
Well, I was gonna say a lot of Native Americans.
Yeah.
But I met a bunch.
And okay, and granted, maybe right. But
Yeah.
he says he doesn't go by his government name. He goes by his Indian name,
Singing
which is
tree.
no Pap Schmear Geronimo. Can't make this up, dude.
That sounds like just the freakiest, kinkiest like sex position ever.
Dude,
It sounds made up.
And I looked this guy up. It's everything he told me. What I'm about to say is 100% true. So he was arrested walking on the highway between Cypress and Waller, naked, because he said it was hot out. And then like a government, like the highway, he could do it as he pleases because he was a sovereign citizen, right? Then he proceeded to protest his arrest by camping on the courthouse lawn, and then was arrested for trespassing, right? And this guy, so like this guy is ridiculous. Like he's a nut, right?
Yeah.
And he comes in here. I'm selling him a laptop.
He's getting a laptop.
He's getting a
Where does he
laptop
get money?
because he's going to learn how to be a lawyer. He's going to learn law and legality, right? Because he's going to protest the government. He's going to fight his
He wants to
charges.
bend every law.
Yes, right. And dude, so this guy basically tells me that, just a bunch of nonsense, but one of the things that stuck out to me, he basically said, back in the 14, 15, 1600s, people started procreating at like ages 12 and 13, and that we should get back to that right now. I'm just like, dude. And after that, I was like, sir, I'm just here to sell you a laptop.
Yeah.
What you believe or what you want to believe, that's totally fine, but it's not a conversation I'm willing to have right now.
Yeah.
Verbatim with this guy, trying to be as professional and as nice as possible. So, luckily he understands and he goes on about his day. But I'd never forget this client.
Buy a
Let me give you a
laptop.
number of
He
a
did buy
guy
a
I can talk
laptop.
to about this. His name is Cosmo.
Yeah, he would never be able to get through that story.
Oh, bro, no, dude. This guy, but anyone who claims himself as a sovereign citizen, dude, is a clown and is not someone who should be taken seriously. So, I just want to throw that out there into the ether.
I agree with you, and I appreciate the lesson now. Now I can keep my eye out for the
Yeah,
guys.
bro. If you ever hear hey, you don't have to pay taxes, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that, that's not someone you want to be around. That's not someone that's good for you. Anybody who's like that, bro, ridiculous. That's the kind of person I don't like, bro. That's the kind of person that upsets me.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw one out there. I really just hate it when people are in public places or just anywhere near me,
Yes.
and they're just smoking cigarettes.
Yep.
It drives me insane.
Smoke. You hate secondhand smoke, dude?
Well, because
It
it's
just
no
pisses
matter
me
where-
off. I don't
it
get
doesn't
why you're
matter
doing it.
Stand it gets in your face.
It's,
Like, you
it's
can
for
move on
them,
either
bro.
side
It's,
of them.
it's their buzz.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I don't know. From what I understand, just get fucked up or something. I don't know. Just use that or get drunk or I don't know. How does that You're just killing yourself.
Yeah.
And it's for nothing.
Yeah.
You're getting no feeling out of it. So
Oh,
they
I
get
mean,
feeling- they get
have you ever
feeling
smoked a
out of
cigarette,
it.
Ryan?
No.
Ever?
No.
Reagan, have you ever smoked a cigarette?
no.
Okay, so I have like smoked a handful of cigarettes in my life. I've never made it a habit of anything. I've never bought a pack for myself or anything like
Yeah,
that.
you're good at that.
But when I smoked one, like it was just like this weird, like it was like a buzz, but like a
Yeah.
heavy like buzz, like
Mhm.
almost like I was calm, but I was also like, I don't know, numb.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And I guess that feeling, that's the nicotine.
Yeah, they get a buzz off of all of that stuff.
And I can see how that can be addictive, but like for me, like for smelling like shit,
That was terrible.
having my breath smell like I had the halitosis
Yeah.
is not something that I wanted. So, yeah.
No, I can't. It's actually, I mean, like, I can handle it just because I've been around bowling alleys and bars all my
Yeah.
life, but, like, it is a deal breaker for me in terms of dating. Like, I will not date a
You will
girl.
not
I will
see a
not
girl
date a
that-
girl that
Oh, yeah,
smokes
dude, how could you kiss her?
cigarettes. Never. I couldn't.
Like, what about one that smokes like one every now and again?
I've already done that, and, like, literally whenever she, like, pulled one out, I was like, what is that? I was like, that pack of Camels looks like it's 100 years old. And I was like, since when do you smoke? She's like, oh, just every now and then. You know, basically when we're out of weed. I was like, but we're not. So why do you have that? You know, and so like it was kind of whatever because it was every now and then.
Yeah.
But still, I already knew I wasn't going to marry her before that anyway.
Yeah, but
So,
that was
like,
just a deal breaker.
no. It was other stuff, but like, but yeah, but like that was a problem. Yeah, but I couldn't do it anyway. That does it consistently. There's just no way. Oh, because the other thing too is like they get like you get minor like bipolar from it, dude. Like if people don't have a cigarette, they're like
Yeah, agitated.
they're easily agitated, and sometimes I can't tell if it's legitimate or if it's just because they really like cigarettes that much. Because like sometimes if I want something, I'll get agitated. Like if I'm hungry, like that's why they call it hangry. You know what I mean? Like you get that way when you want something and like you can't have it yet.
I get upset when I can't immediately need to take a poop.
Yo, yeah, definitely.
Like at work, if the stalls are taken, oh my god, it drives me insane.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe that's it. I don't know. This is actually going to be this might surprise you guys. I don't know, but like I hate slut shaming.
Really?
I hate it.
Elaborate.
Like literally, everyone's already probably heard this bit.
Mm.
I guess Jimmy Carr does this bit, but like but basically, what?
Thanks.
Like if a guy, gets with a lot of girls, like he's a player, he's a pimp, he's praised in our society.
Yeah.
And if a woman sleeps with a lot of men,
Yeah.
he's considered that dude's mom.
Right.
Yeah. Like that's his joke. He like points at a guy and goes like his mom, and calls a whore basically.
Yeah.
Like if women
Key in
sleep
the
with,
lock thing, yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard that thing?
I'm assuming it's
The master key and the broken lock.
Yeah.
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 That'd be the argument to what you're saying, and I've heard that before. Like, a
So
key,
like
yeah.
women can't do what they want. You know what I mean? Like if men can do it, like why can't the women do it? Because the reason why, and this is the main reason why I hate slut shaming is because like it makes girls feel bad about it, and then they don't want to put out because they're afraid of being called a slut. So like literally by our society,
Yes.
men and women slut shaming women, like it's preventing people from getting laid almost. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
obviously-
that's you.
yeah. Like, I mean, obviously there's still sluts out there, but like if everyone was chill about
But
it,
not
like
enough.
not enough. If everyone was chill about it, like good girls could probably enjoy their life a little bit too. You know what I mean? Like see what they're missing out on. And plus, and like it's hurtful too. I mean, it leads to the negative stuff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And I don't get it. Like
It's not something to be ashamed about.
Because like
Everybody
and that's the other thing too is like people who do it, like you're shaming somebody for having sex. Like if you had sex, like do you not know what's going on there? Like that's some good stuff right there.
Yeah.
And like
You just think it's hypocritical?
yeah, no doubt. I don't know, but yeah, not a fan.
Not a fan of it. But you get a lot of fans out of that. Out of that one, man.
No, we don't know you're listening.
It's popular opinion.
We're
It is, man. Like
we're gonna have three
and
views.
that's the whole progressive movement, man. The whole thing, like women's rights, all that good stuff.
I'm a
Well,
feminist.
usually ends most episodes by asking for your gender and your pronouns, so
Yeah.
we're like all about it.
Yeah, well, like that's why I changed the intro. I was telling you off air I had to change the intro to make it more gender inclusive. Like I always said, ladies and gentlemen, but like I mean, like I wanted to not really say any gender pronouns to make sure I didn't exclude anybody. Like if there's any zimzers or like anybody that identifies as a reptile, yeah, zimzers, them days, anybody that identifies as like a reptile or like a kitchen appliance. Like I want to make sure I don't exclude anybody.
No,
Smart. You're
nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody can be excluded nowadays, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm gender fluid, so like make sure you guys are following us on Twitter and YouTube. Like tweet us your gender pronouns. Leave a comment down below. Like we just want to make sure we're addressing you right. So
that's the thing, though. No, I'll save that for another.
Like you can walk up to somebody and be like, "Hey, what's your gender? What's your pronoun?" Like,
bro, that's. But if you walk up like you sound like such an ass. That's the meaning.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's why I want to do it. Yeah.
It gets wild out here, man.
I saw a few gender benders at Walmart the other day.
Yeah.
Like literally, like a black dude that looked like he could be a wide receiver.
Yeah,
with, like the biggest tits I've ever seen.
You know, and that's what's crazy to me, bro. Like how I don't know many transgender people.
Yeah.
In my life, so I don't know. I don't understand.
I believe it,
and but like, man,
if you're willing to go,
if you're willing to do this,
yep.
If you're really willing to like do this,
yep,
and dress like this, and take these pills and these hormones, hey, man, you're for real. Yep. I can't be like you fraud. No, this is who you are.
Do it.
I guess, man.
Don't put it on me,
But like, so the fact that you would then be almost obligated to use ma'am or mister.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. I had that happen to me in a class. There was a girl turning into a guy. She was transitioning into a guy.
Okay.
And I did not know this. I barely knew this girl.
Right.
Barely knew her.
You just don't know.
But she was super chill. That's what's crazy too. She was always like, "Whoa, hey!" Like everybody knew my last name, so it was really easy for anybody to be like, "Yo, what's up, money?"
What's up, money?
And I just be like, and literally to every single person, I was like, "Hey, like, what's up?" Because I didn't know their name. And so one day in class, like she did that, and like she got up, and I was like, "Man, she's hilarious." And her friend next to her goes, "Actually, guy, he identifies as he," and like just snapped at
her
me.
friend.
Yeah, her friend.
Well, her friend can fucking go somewhere, bro.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's actually on my list. Like correcting somebody when they had no chance of being right.
Yeah,
I mean,
like okay, really?
Like,
you're gonna jump on my neck for civilness?
Because he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he, she, whatever. Chill. Friend, chill. Not chill. And like standing up, willing to fight me because I said the wrong pronoun. Yeah. And it's like, dude, total accident.
Hey, if I'm wrong, correct me. Don't belittle me.
I think she was going from Alexis to like Alex. So if Alex would have told me that his pronouns was he, I would have been all over it, bro. I was like, hey, I liked Alex. Alex was chill, but friend, not chill.
Not chill. Friend, if you're listening to this,
fuck you, Laura.
Yeah. Laura?
Yeah.
Shout out, Laura.
I remember one time, we were like outside, like we were playing like sand volleyball, and the ball goes like way over, like outside of the courts, and there's this person with just a regular like, I don't know, like Nuggets jersey or something, and a backwards hat. And, excuse me, sir,
it was a man.
Sir, can you grab that ball? Sir, I said sir like 15 times because I didn't think they heard me, and I was like, I'm not a sir, asshole, and I was like.
I could see you doing that. I could see that.
I was just yelling it as like loud as possible, and everybody was looking too because the ball was over there. So there was like 20 people, all just were like,
"That's messed up."
An asshole.
Did you? Well, did she get the ball from you or not?
No.
Yeah, she threw it back over like really aggressively.
Great throw, I bet.
Yeah,
did you say sorry
for a guy or a girl? And it was just it was.
Wait,
I was like
later,
I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry about that," and then she just like ignored me. Or he, whatever. I don't know.
Whatever.
Like they have to know. Like nobody's that. Like you're not being that blatantly rude. Like you're asking for your.
It's a simple mistake sometimes, dude. Like sometimes at the business, at the job.
Like if I see
this really like, butch-looking woman.
Of course.
Right, short haircut, everything, and like my initial inclination is to be like, hey, excuse me, sir, find everything. But sometimes, like now, I really have to like take a good look. I have to take a good look first before I go any kind of way.
You just gotta be southern about it. You just gotta say y'all. Everybody's y'all.
So y'all doing all right over here?
Yeah.
Nah, it's not professional, bro. It's not welcoming.
You can't say pronouns.
I know.
You got too many people that are gonna mess you up and be like,
Yeah, that's true.
Guy at Best Buy.
Sometimes I try, man. I really try to like, whoa, hold up. But sometimes I let it slip. It's like, found everything right, sir? Ma'am, sorry. Been a long day. Even though I just walked in. They laugh at it sometimes. They're like, oh, no, it's all right. No. But sometimes they're just like, fine. I'm just like, well, all right. I'll be over here.
I'm just gonna
I'm just gonna be, out of your way.
Yeah.
Out of your sight. So.
No, but later, like, I saw her again, and she, like, never, like, said anything mean to me or anything like that. So I think she, like, got over it.
Good.
And realized it was a mistake, but I guess it was, like, too raw in that moment, because, like, I guess I embarrassed her, but, yeah.
True. Yeah.
That was terrible. That was up there with that thing you were telling me about money with the bowling alley. Why you don't go there anymore?
What, me?
You know what I'm talking about, money?
You don't go to the bowling alley no more, bro?
Why you don't want to go there anymore?
Oh.
Like just a really like a mistake that's honest, but it's just embarrassing.
Oh yeah, dude, you're right. Yep, I already know. I know exactly what you're talking about. I implied that I complimented somebody on their weight loss, but I asked them if they had previously weighed 1,000 pounds.
Wait, hold on. You're like, yeah, man, you must have weighed 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, I was like, man, you lost a lot of weight. You look good. Like, what you weigh, like 1,000 pounds? And I was just like,
were you drunk or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like, not bad, dude. Really not bad. Like, I was sipping on something. But you know what I mean? Like,
the delivery.
It was all messed up.
You
like,
saw the face.
I was in a very good mood.
Yeah.
I was trying to be nice. I was happy to see this person. I was happy for their weight loss. And then I said that, and my heart, like, literally fell out of my asshole, dude.
Yeah.
Like, my heart dropped.
Like a roller coaster.
Like, oh my god. And I don't want to go back. I haven't been back since.
Which one? AMF? Copperfield?
Copperfield. Yeah. And I'm probably going to have to be there this weekend.
Oof.
So it's
good.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
We'd love to hear the
Like, literally, I think I'm like,
Friday? You go Friday?
yeah, like literally everybody that walks up to me, I'm just like, oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Like I'm just gonna be in and out of the bathroom, just trying to avoid conversation. Or just like if they ask me anything, I'm like, oh yeah, it's great. I had the best job ever. Oh yeah. Like, oh my god, how's your life?
Oh, it's great.
Can't wait to talk about it.
Love.
No. I've got one that you inspired, Victor, and that would be holiday snaps. When people, whatever holiday it is, doesn't matter if it's holiday season like Christmas time or if it's like 4th of July, anything like that. Like everybody has to Snapchat what they're doing with their family or their friends and why their 4th of July or their weekend or their Christmas is better than yours because they have these fireworks and these hot dogs and turkeys and fucking hams.
Yeah. I like the food snaps, I'll be honest with you. I love food snaps.
I'm tired of seeing full plates of food. It's like,
shocker,
everyone's mom made turkey and stuffing. Wow.
I love food snaps, bro. I subscribe to some foodie things.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. But I don't want to see.
You know what I don't like about to the 4th of July and to the New Year's
stuff? Or seeing everybody's fat dad on the recliner.
No. Like, fireworks, bro.
Yeah.
I will skip your firework video.
That's what I'm saying. You inspired it
1,000 times.
Because of your snap about that, that's what inspired that. Yeah. I was like, I hate that too.
I hate fireworks. But foods, man, I'm not gonna lie, I love seeing your food. If you ever want to like show off your food, snap me. I love watching.
Why? Stop.
Why?
Stop.
Dude, I love food. It's the best. The best.
Okay, well, I hate somebody Snapchatting an entire concert. It's like just watch.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, I hate people who Snapchat. Well, maybe one snap of the concert, maybe two.
Of the concert, of course. But a whole song.
Yeah, bro. I don't care.
And then multiple songs.
It's a fact, bro. Gotta save it to the memes.
Yeah.
Like one snap, cool, bro. If I'm on like 5 snaps deep and it's the same song, like excuse me, like please put it down.
It's
and
like
enjoy the show.
You know what I mean? Like you're like anybody playing it back is like, oh my god, I love this song. It's like no, it's awful. Like the sound quality is awful on Snapchat on a replay concert.
It's kind of upsets me sometimes. Or it doesn't really upset me. It's kind of weird to me. Like you like EDM, that's cool, but how can you really listen to that like 24/7?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
I've met people that do it, and I don't get it either. Because every time it's on, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, it's live for sure. But I'm like,
it never ends.
I mean,
of course,
look
honestly,
it up.
I never stop listening to rap.
I can't say that I've ever been like, yo, what was that song?
Yeah,
that was just played. Like EDM song.
Yeah,
because it all just kind of blends together.
It does. And what blows me is the way that they can keep coming up with new songs.
You know, I have a couple of friends that are really into it. I need to ask them, like, really, what makes. I think it's the drugs, to be honest with you.
No.
Like, all respectively, like
A lot of
them trip on like acid and Molly. It's a huge factor of, I guess, enjoying that kind of music and enjoying that kind of atmosphere. But some people do it sober.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I can't attest to it. I've never done it.
That or the DJs get sober, but they know their whole crowd's messed up.
Yeah, man, the whole tripping thing. I don't know. It's not for me. Not something I want to do. It kind of scares me.
I really hate when this applies to like this is basically inspired from parts of my family and anyone who's like had sort of a country or southern like background. Whenever like they ask me like what I did or whatever, I'd be like, oh, I went and saw like Avengers or like I don't know something like that, something pop culture-y.
Right.
And it'll be like, oh, like they'll just always have this like look of disapproval, or like they'll say something like, oh, I would never do that. Like, oh, that's so. That sounds boring to me, and I'm like, well, I'm not really asking you.
Yeah, it's like, well, good thing I ain't you.
There was no more seats left at the, on the freaking flaming barrel drinking some piss poor beer, so to go see a movie instead. Like, I don't know. I hate that like judgmental thing, like that a lot of people who I guess grew up like doing, I don't know,
nothing
country shit outside and like playing with hoops and sticks and whatnot.
Hoops and sticks.
That's like so annoying, dude.
Yeah, man. No, I feel that, dude. I feel that.
Better, like, they just automatically hate it because it's not a movie from the old days. It's like, if you just gave it a try, like, probably like it, because it's better. But, like, I don't know, they're just like, oh, no, it's not from 1980. Like, nah. Remember Tango and Cash? Remember Top Gun? Yeah.
Well, I'll be Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I got some taste.
I don't either. Let's see. Honestly, like, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm tired of having to make like new friends and new relationships. Like, it's getting exhausting meeting people. You know what I mean? Like,
people suck, dude.
Yeah.
After the fun in your life, you just kind of want to like.
I'm good. Yeah. It's they do it in Seinfeld, and it's also like because I keep switching jobs. So, like, every time you work at a job, like, everyone tries to make friends with the people they work with because you're going to be there for 8 hours. Like, you're not just going to be by yourself unless you're one of those people.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm tired of doing that. Like, because I get to know these people, and either I hate them or I like them, and either way, I never see them again once I quit that job, normally. And I'm just getting exhausted of hearing everyone's story. Like, everyone's like, oh, yeah, like, my kids did this, and then I moved here, and I did this, and blah, 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 blah.
Is it because you don't care?
It's also just tiring, man. Because, like, how, like, when you're first, like, even if whether it's a girl or, like, a friend, like, that initial getting to know them process. It's like, because you're always pushing new boundaries because it's a new person. And it's not the same as your other friends that you've already pushed those boundaries with.
It's exhausting.
I get tired of it, dude, because sometimes you're just like, man, can we just be like best friends or be like nothing? Like, I'm tired of like trying to get to know you,
It's a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
Feel it out.
Yeah. No.
Back to the food thing, dude. You know what upsets me?
Yeah.
Paying for food that sucks.
Yeah.
God,
every
what
time.
is there anything worse, man?
Every time.
John's.
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's for me, dude. Luby's, man. My father loves Luby's for some reason or another. Every time I go there, like, it's maybe within 15 minutes I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I got some country family members that love Luby's, and we went there with lunch with them, and I was like, yeah, this is awful.
It's terrible.
I was like, it all looks good, but as soon as I've been into it, it's poo.
That's not like the best food in the world, but you do get a lot for like a decent price.
Dude, yeah, and then you shit it out just as fast.
Well, yeah, I mean, but some would say that's a bonus.
Yeah.
I guess, man. I don't know, bro.
Some would say that's a bonus. Yeah,
I mean, if you're going to go to Luby's, you might as well just go to Golden Corral, because then you can get more
the
variety.
buffet. Exactly.
And you can buffet. You can do as much food as you want.
Ever eat at a Golden Corral. Ever.
Bro, they got some big old diggins at the Golden Corral.
Oh. Worst restaurant. As long as things that upsets you, dude. Worst restaurants. Don't make it a chain, though. Like, shout out one specific place that was just terrible.
Oh, wait, it can't be a chain?
Yeah, one thing that upset you. Well, actually, no, mine was a chain. I'll go first, dude. Fort Stockton, Texas. The skid mark on the underpants of America. There's literally like 3 restaurants. One was like a barbecue place. The other one was a Pizza Hut. And the Pizza Hut was just the saddest Pizza Hut I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah.
that meal was probably the most upsetting meal I've ever had. Just because the town sucks. Because we were traveling for so long. We were driving from Arizona back to Houston. Like, it was just, we had to stop there because I was just like, it's time to stop and eat. And I was like, why here? Like, why?
Yeah.
This place sucks.
Yeah, we could, any other stop would be
Literally, dude, like,
McDonald's.
first time I saw tumbleweed, I was like, wow, those actually exist.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you've made it. Yeah.
West Texas for you. Well, y'all went to school, like, in West Texas. I never seen
tumbleweeds and sandstorms and
All
people
day.
with cowboy hats. And
I've never seen one. I was just like, wow, Fort Stockton, Texas. I can't wait to never be back here.
No.
I feel like if there was one city or like town to be sacrificed for like the greater good of America,
It'd be up there.
Fort Stockton, Texas.
Yeah. I've heard Stockton, California is also just awful.
Basically anything Stockton, bro. John Stockton.
John Stockton.
Terrible, bro. Hey, John Stockton. Toss the Rockets championship.
Did he?
Bro, yes, we would have beat them, and then we went to the finals, and we would finally beat Michael Jordan.
That would have been sick.
What it could have been. Wait, okay, what were we just talking about? Oh, where's food experience?
Restaurants that suck.
Reagan, do you have
Where's the
food
most
experience?
upsetting meal you've ever had? The worst restaurant.
I want to condense this as much as possible. Wendy's in Lubbock, that place freaking sucks. There's always flies in there.
Yeah.
Somehow they're always just alive and flying around you. There's no windows, which is weird. There's also just a random pole in the middle of the restaurant.
And the tables just have a
I don't know
layer
why
of
that's the
residue
case.
on them. The tables are like mud.
Should not exist.
The tables have like a layer of like residue or like.
Always sticky. Just
So-
walk in there, immediately sticky.
Just gross.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're gonna have to.
I've got
the
one.
worst.
So my worst one was.
Place a restaurant that just upsets you, dude.
Oh, so I got one that's not a chain. Yeah, Jimmy John's pisses me off.
Why? Why does Jimmy John's?
Because it's a cold, shitty sandwich, dude. I can make that in my fucking house.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, I
You
don't
want
know.
it toasted?
Yeah.
It tastes.
Yeah.
It tastes like butt.
It's like ass, dude. Like they don't have that. They don't have anything better than
They got
any
the
other
meats.
sandwich.
That's
no.
pretty fast.
No, it's not. None of that's true.
You know what? Shout out Ultimate Porker at Jimmy John's. That sandwich is delicious.
Shout out
Nah.
every other shitty thing
Sandwich.
that they make.
Yeah, shout out.
Because when you think about it,
any
you can
other
just pay
sandwich place.
$5 and make 12 sandwiches on your own at home that
So
are
it
all going to
tastes the
taste
same.
just as good. Or you can microwave them and make them into something hot, or mix it up.
Mix it up.
It's just so like we've gone into it on detail before, but basically like they have like this thing where they won't deliver like 15 minutes away or something to keep the
No,
sandwich.
they won't
fresh.
deliver 5 minutes. 5 minutes. They have a 5-minute radius for a shitty sandwich. It's room temp. Why does it matter if it takes 6 minutes for you to get to my house with my crappy sandwich?
So you don't think Jimmy John's should exist?
Dude,
No.
me and Reagan agree that they only exist because they have a catchy-looking logo and name and like good marketing. You know what I mean? They advertise.
They do.
Like the
They're-
only reason I've gone to one is because they are open past midnight and they were located really close to my apartment, and the only reason they ever did any business is because they were right next to all of the bars. So like
Yeah.
everyone's drunk, they don't have any taste buds. Like that's
They
perfect.
just want food. Yeah, they just want
and
food.
that is barely food.
And it's a sandwich, so it absorbs the alcohol. So it does 2 for 1. But it's not good. It's not good. Look. So worst restaurant experience I had.
Yeah.
Went to El Paso for the first time for a bowling tournament.
Right.
And we had like just finished bowling. We're walking around trying to find a place to eat. We're like, yo, we're stereotypical. Let's go to a Mexican restaurant. And
El Charo.
We're looking for something like that. You know, we've never been to El Paso before, so you have to get
Authentic Mexican.
you have to get on Google. You have to check the reviews. You have to look at the menu. You have to see what you can find. We finally decide on a place. Literally the worst meal I've ever had.
Why is that?
Like because it was all look, dude, and no flavor. Like didn't taste good. Like they put onions and everything, and I don't like onions, and so like
Yeah, I'm a very picky eater.
thanks. And like I mean like why do my cheese enchiladas need to be smothered in onions? Like literally I had more onion than I did tortillas. Like it was insane. And like
And you looked up this restaurant like on Google and it was good?
Yeah, and everyone was like, yeah.
Like
And
no doubt.
No, yeah. Cool. And but there's always like that one review. It's like, oh, I ordered like the upside down pork steak tacos and like got diarrhea. Like fuck this place. And so, like that's every restaurant though.
Yeah,
every
it
restaurant
happens.
has
Oh, yeah,
one or
no,
two
it
bad
happens,
reviews.
for
And
sure.
So, yeah, these were solid reviews.
No, no doubt.
Chips and queso were ass. Chips and salsa were ass.
How do you
Like,
mess up chips and salsa?
It was just weak salsa, dude.
Weak
Like, it was
salsa,
just
no
like
kick.
liquid poop. Yeah, like it
too
was,
watery. It's gotta have some chunk.
It was super watery. That's the thing too. I hate those salsas that are like super watery and then just
Chewy's.
a big pound of chunk.
Yeah, I don't like Chewy's, bro.
Chewy
Chewy's.
salsa is basically if you just
If you get a
some
guy
water,
with a lot of tomato
threw it into a
juice.
bowl, and just like threw a tomato through a fan, and then just whatever. Was
Bro, you'll never see a Chewy's more than 100 feet from a college campus, ever,
Oh no.
ever. Wait, no, Chewy's. I'm talking about Chimmy's. Shout out
Oh,
Chimmy's.
Chimmy's. Oh yeah.
Shout
That
out.
place fucking sucks too.
Yeah, fuck that place.
Yeah.
Double DP shootouts, bro.
Yeah, I went to another. Actually, I've had 2 horrible meals in El Paso. I think there was another place that was like
No,
a
no,
local
for their
Mexican
food.
spot that the locals went to, and like it was local as fuck. And like everyone was like, "Oh, dude, it's like and like it was awful. Like literally, it was a bowl of grease. Like they gave you like a bowl of grease with like 2 grilled like taquito enchilada looking things in them, and it's like liquidy, and like and you get like French fries, and they dip, and it's like tradition to like dip your French fries in that fucking nasty liquid, and I'm like, yo, like, this is awful.
It's terrible.
It was all terrible, and like the whole family's just like, wah, like
The worst, Jerry.
Like I've never seen my. I went with my girl on that one. I've never seen her eat so much.
Gross.
I was like, this is awful.
That's when you knew it was over.
That was strike 7 against her. Yeah.
Just you're like, yo, this is just awful.
This is terrible, dude. Her family looked at me like I was crazy too, and I was like, I'm sorry, like.
You just don't want to eat it.
I don't want to eat diarrhea to have diarrhea. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather eat food.
No, just for some context, I've never seen Ryan eat anything that wasn't. No, that's not true.
That's not true.
I've never seen you eat anything green, dude.
No, I haven't. I've had lettuce before, and
Not a fan.
it's like why?
Reagan, have you ever seen Ryan
Why
eat
do I
anything
wanna-
green?
Oh no! I mean, I've noticed over the years that like anytime he orders anything, it's like, all right, everything on that burger? No lettuce.
No, meat and cheese. Meat and cheese.
Like,
Bread.
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing. I was working with a dude that did the same thing. He was worse than me, dude. I met somebody worse than me.
That's crazy.
Like, he only ate cheeseburgers, bro. This man was 42 years old, only ate cheeseburgers.
Probably at the end of his road.
We had 10 meals together, and 8 of them were cheeseburgers. The 9th one was because the dude we were staying with made spaghetti, so we didn't have a choice. And then the other one was we went to a Mexican restaurant, and he got fajitas, which is basically the cheeseburger of a Mexican restaurant.
I love fajitas.
Fajitas are great. Fajitas smash, but that's how basic he is. And he got it plain and dry, and he would smother it in mayo and pepper, and he did that for every meal. Every meal, dude. Like, I just don't understand. But yeah, I've had lettuce before, and I just don't get why I want like a crisp piece of water. You know what I mean? Like, what do I need that for?
All right, I gotta give a quick couple of shout outs. I love this place, but they did me dirty in Kingwood.
Oh god.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Went out there. I was with Jordan and I was with Robert, and we were there ordering some wings or whatever. We're the only ones in the restaurant, and B-Dubs usually closes around 1 or 2 depending on the day. But we were there midnight or something. We were there way before they closed, and we got there, we ordered and everything, and it took an hour and a half, and we never saw the waitress again. And then she finally came by, and she was like, "Hey, sorry, we were really backed up or whatever," some BS excuse. So after an hour and a half of waiting, and she was like, "All right, we're about to start making your wings, but if you want to leave, let us know, because then we can change the flavor on them, and we can take them home, because we get to take home the ones that people don't have or whatever."
Why were they taking so long?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. We were the only ones there. We were kind of close to them closing, but there was over. By the time we got there, that we had over an hour before they closed. So that's still not closing time.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yo, just let us know if you're gonna leave, because we want those wings." And we were like, "Oh yeah, we're definitely staying." And we ordered the wings, and as soon as she left, we just left. Just to fuck her over. She's so shitty, dude. And then actually, when I went to Vegas, we went to this one restaurant, and it was super fancy. And I remember ordering the steak or something, and it was just the smallest one bite. It was 2 or 3 bites, and it was $30. And I was like, "This is shit."
Holy cow!
It was super small. I'm trying to think of it was if you were just looking down on a tennis ball, it was smaller than that. It was really small amount of steak.
I honestly, I don't get why. What's the point of going to a place like that? Like, why do you have to pay so much money for like the
I
tiny?
paid for like another person's meal too, so I paid like I feel like $75 or something for that meal, and it was garbage. It was absolute ass.
Dude, I feel you, man. I don't know. I can't do fancy shit. Like, I kind of like that middle of the road stuff. Like, it's one step above like your normal places, but like it's one step below the fancy places. That way you can pay like $20-$30, but you get so much food you want to die. Yeah.
Chili's, baby.
You said what?
I said Chili's, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like above Chili's, but yeah, you're right. No doubt.
Check this out. Gotta vent about something real quick.
Okay, thank God.
Lay it down.
So I work. This is what upsets me. So I work.
Careful.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, cop. So I work, man. First of all, I work with a lot of people that date each other. All right,
Oh, God.
it's weird to me.
They're allowed to do that?
Well, most of them had a previous relationship before working there, and then one of them got the other one the job. That makes sense. So yeah, they've allowed it. Right?
Okay, yeah.
So one of the couples broke up.
Of course.
Alright. Feel bad for the guy. I actually really like the dude. Like, he kind of reminds me of myself. A little bit. But who he was dating was frankly, dude, she's kind of a pretentious, like, oh, look at me, everyone likes me, I'm so pretty. Right? So this may or may not be true. But I heard through the grapevine that he doesn't want me to talk to her because she thinks that I'll try to make a move on her.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're 18 years old.
He's 18.
Well, the girl is.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I don't like, you're a child.
Yeah.
Like, you are so just not in the mindset, like...
Wait, so she thinks you're going to hit on her?
Yes.
And he
Doesn't want that to happen.
As she does?
I don't know, and I do not care.
Of course.
Like, she's not all that.
I mean, what are you going to say, though?
What am I going to say? Nothing. But, like, the fact that, like, you really think I'm going to hit on you because you're single now?
Yeah. That's pretty out there.
I'm really not. Like, who do you think you are? Where do you get off to think that you even get that attention?
Yeah, she thinks she's the shit.
Like, I've said a grand total of, like, maybe 25 words to you.
That made her day.
And then you draw this assumption that, like, okay, well, I'm single now. Well, now he's going to come after me. Like, where do you get off?
She probably was trying to make him jealous.
I certainly hope so, because just keep my name out your mouth, you know? Like, just keep my name out of your mouth. It doesn't involve me. I don't want it to involve me. I could not care less. Just please leave me alone.
She's looking for some Long Rod Von Hugendong.
Long Rod Von Hugendong. R.I.P.
Of course.
Long Rod Johnson.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
I know
yes.
that.
We go. Suave. But now that's what upsets me, dude.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm not going to name names, but...
But you told all of them to listen. That's the other thing, Reagan. He told everybody at work.
Send me the link. Shout out John Burdick.
Yes. What?
Yeah, it's
What,
my
what
GM.
did you just say?
I said,
What?
said shout out John Burdick.
John
Yeah.
Burton?
On it, Burdick.
Who's that?
GM. Shout out John.
Okay.
What's up, John?
He's gonna listen.
Oh, I'm probably only going to tell him to listen. Like, only send him the link. Like,
You
right here,
crap
tell
on
me what you
everybody
think.
else. Yeah. He's probably gonna be bored through the first.
Yeah,
He's
right.
only gonna care about his Best Buy employees. He's like, oh, I know those kids.
man.
This guy was interested in that girl or whatever.
Bro, hey, John, if you ever do listen to this, like, I will never, ever sleep with an employee there. Like,
Unless you ask.
unless you specific. No, I wouldn't do that. No.
Unless it
Trust me,
sells that
man.
last
Like,
CD.
what's that one saying that they always say? Don't shit where you eat.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
and
don't
you know, I like where I eat.
Best Buy feeds you right now.
It feeds me really well,
It's
bro.
feeding you great, bro. You moving them TVs, bro.
Yeah, slinging them, bro.
Slanging them. Let's see.
You know what upsets me?
Oh God.
I wish Joe Rogan wasn't as popular as he is.
Yeah.
Bro,
We'll
yes. Dude, I'm glad you said that. I almost forgot about that. Holy shit, thank you.
Because you know what? He has great guests, like really good podcasts, bro. But I hate the fact he's like, oh, bro, yeah, I'm listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, bro. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what everyone
I tune in
says,
every
dude.
day.
Everyone says.
I'm just like, bro, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, yeah, I listen to podcasts. Oh, you listen to Rogan? It's like, not really.
honestly, when everyone says like, I'm getting into some podcasts, the first thing that they say, hey, you tried Joe Rogan?
Yeah, try Rogan. It's because he's the most popular one.
He is.
I don't
dude.
get why.
He really is.
I guess
He
because
has the best guess.
He does, bro. And there's such a wide like spectrum of them. Like some of them are like stupid idiots. Like what's that one clown's name? Alex Jones.
Yeah.
He's a clown. But then they have like someone insightful, like some like astrophysicist.
He
like,
still hasn't had Kanye, right? Or did that already happen?
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
But yeah.
He had Elon Musk on there, though. Dude.
Yep.
Smoking weed. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That was probably the most popular podcast of it.
What, him and Elon?
Yeah.
Because all the
that was probably the
came
most
from
popular.
it.
Oh yeah, dude. It was awesome.
No, it's funny
There's
you say
me.
that though, because like this guy, he has the same job as me, so like I'm usually talking to him about just crap that doesn't matter or is boring, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I used to have to drive like 45 minutes to work or whatever," and I was like, "Man, that drive must have sucked." He's like, "Yeah, but I listen to podcasts on the way there, so this is a little bit better." I was like, "Oh, dude, like what podcast you listen to? Like the Decent Show? Like what are you talking about?" And he's
Yeah.
like,
Decent show.
yeah, exactly. And he was like, "Oh, the Joe Rogan," and like I was just like, "Oh yeah, all right, great."
Just like everybody else. Yeah.
I want someone to have the audacity to be like, "You ever heard of it?" Like, yeah, no, please tell me about
No,
it.
please. I'm the only one in America that doesn't.
Try this show
Is
called
that the
Game
Fear-
of Thrones.
Is that the Fear Factor guy?
Yeah.
Like-
I answered that like you
yeah.
were asking me
I know,
legitimately how I feel about
He's
it.
also a UFC like commentator. Like oh my
That's
God.
when he's best. Bro. I love
like,
Joe
so
Rogan
diverse.
commentator.
Like honestly, he's really talented. That's why I like him.
Dude, nah, he like freaks out when these dudes get knocked out. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like, oh, like exactly how I would react.
Yeah. I mean, I like him, but honestly, I've only really watched his episodes that have other comedians that I like. I don't watch the interesting people because like I get tired of them talking. Like I don't know. Like I need to laugh. Like I can't handle not funny people talking because he gets real serious. Like he'll match their energy. So if they're serious, he's serious.
No.
So I just that's 3 hours. Every episode's like 2 to 3 hours.
Damn. You know what upsets me, dude? It's an unpopular opinion.
How many are you gonna do here?
No, I don't know, bro.
Okay, get
I
it.
kind of been rambling off.
Yeah,
You got it.
No, get another one. Let's
You
hear
got
this
it.
one. The Joe Rogan one was solid. What upsets you?
No, I don't know. I was gonna say just I don't know.
What
Probably
upsets
some
you?
dumb shit.
How did you not know? You were
How
about
did
to
you not
say.
know?
I don't know, bro. These things just come to me in waves, dude. Like
All
it's
of that?
here, it peaks, and then it's gone. If I don't say it out, it's gone, bro. It's okay.
Reagan, what do you got?
I got one more thing left, actually. I'm on my last thing. I hate it because I experience it a lot in the office. I just hate it when people are couples. Basically, all they ever say is "we." Like, we went to the park. Yeah, we decided to go there. Yeah, we're looking for plane tickets out there. Yeah, we'll meet you there. I don't know. We got to see what we're going to do this week. Like, it's just, it's so overwhelming, dude. I hate it so much.
Oh man, there's a lot of quirks that people have that I feel like Reagan. Next time, I'm gonna have to watch what I say, bro, because I feel like some things that I say will piss you off.
No.
Like what's that thing? See, what had happened was I say that all the time.
But I think it's different when like you know the person. Like when you're talking
It's not
to
like
somebody,
a first impression.
you're talking to somebody you don't know, and they can't stop. Well, see what had happened was. I think it gets really bad is every time you ask them a question about their story, they transition with "see what had happened was." But so they've said it like 4 times at this point. That's where it's a little.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Victor. Like after like 8th grade, like lunch table, like I don't think anything's gonna like deter me from like hating you or anything like that. Like, nothing's gonna make me hate you after that. Like just because not that like you were like so annoying, but it was just like I don't know. I feel like I saw a wide range of what you're capable of.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm all over the place, man.
When we were shooting grapes back in the
I
day.
love shooting grapes, bro.
Yeah.
That was the peak of my.
Oh, I really enjoyed it.
It was fun.
The
best part of it was
I wasn't there. I was in theater. You were shooting grapes at me,
Oh, yeah.
dick.
Oh God, we were, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a couple on the stage sometimes.
Huh?
They got a couple on the stage sometimes.
Oh, I know.
Nothing's funnier than when you're doing something you shouldn't be doing and you get away with it.
Yeah, dude. The best part was when Bilstein came over here. He's just like, "Yeah, your friend's already confessed, so you might as well confess too." And I was just like, "Confess to what?" And I just held that I almost cracked. I just long enough. He's like, okay, we'll go see what they have to say about it. I was like, yeah. Sure. And then he went over to the table, and Bill Steen was just like, yeah, so he already confessed to it, so whoever else was shooting, go ahead and come with us. And they all looked at each other and just like, what are you talking about, dude? No one's shooting anything. Like, everyone held it so well. I was so proud of everybody.
That's so great.
We had grapes every day is what I
think it was Hunter Davis, dude.
Hunter Davis, yeah. Somebody, or Sam.
Or Hudson?
Sam Hudson, yeah.
Fuck Sam Hudson.
Yeah, he always had a packed lunch.
I hate Sam Hudson.
Yeah, same.
Fuck that guy. I don't like a lot of people that I used to fuck with back in the day.
True. Very true. Let's see. I like when people either talk super loudly in public, like on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're on their phone. Like, it's not headphones or anything like that. Like, on headphones, you kind of get over it. But, like, they act like they've never spoken to someone on the phone before. And they have... Yeah. It's like that, but they're, like, yelling. Like, there was a guy in Whataburger the other day, and he's an older gentleman. He's like, yeah, you coming by? Yeah, still breakfast. Yeah, he's like, like, it's getting out of hand. And then, like, he gets off the phone and he looks at his buddy and goes, yeah, no, it looks like Bill's not going to make it. It's like, why can't you talk like that on the phone? You know, like, why do you have to yell on the phone? Like, I don't understand. And they act like it's not happening. Or they'll talk on speakerphone. They'll have a super annoying ringtone.
My dad does
and
that.
they act like it's not happening.
I hate when my dad talks on speakerphone too. I was like, yo, can you take this outside or something?
Yeah, dude. I talk on speakerphone all the time, but I'm by myself. Like, I'm not in public.
He says it's because it's the radiation or whatever, but I was like, dude, like, you're
gonna get some.
Yeah, you get some, like, bro. Everything gets radiation. Like, you buy anything that it can be plugged in, bro. I guarantee some place on the box that says, like, this can cause, like, reproductive harm.
Yeah, dude.
Guarantee it.
Shoot. You're not gonna stop me from busting nuts. Like,
nah, bro, never that. Dude, LeBron James. No. Yeah, he upsets me.
LeBron upsets you?
Yeah. Ever since he went to the Heat, I really think he destroyed the league.
No, I think people talking about LeBron.
Like,
is what they just have to clarify him every time. Like, they have to justify him. When they're critiquing him or when they're praising him, they have to do the same recap every time. They're like, one of the greatest players ever play, blah, 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 through championships, blah, blah, blah. He's a philanthropist, he built a high school. Blah, 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 blah. His son, Bronny Jr., Bronny, and, like, Space Jam 2, and it's like, but he is getting older. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, but he's putting up 27, 7, and 7, and it's like, you shut up. Yeah. Like, he's good, and he's getting older. It's gonna happen. And guess what? He's gonna die.
Can't wait.
One day. Like, he's gonna get old. He's gonna retire. But, like, they have to every time. Like, Stephen A. Smith mockingly did it. He's like, he's a philanthropist. He went to school. He's like, what have I not said about this man? Can I critique him now? He's a good father. He eats well. He trains. Can I critique him? Like, he has to go through the whole checklist of praising LeBron.
Yeah, he has kind of ruined just sports talk in general because he's so tired.
So what's LeBron doing? Where's LeBron going? Hey, everyone waiting for LeBron's move. What's LeBron going to do?
LeBron choked in this situation. Well, no, he didn't because he got a rebound here. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Like, literally every Tuesday on Twitter, I see 5 different tweets about LeBron screaming Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday! You already know it, dude.
Bro, it was funny, like, the first 3 times, and now it's just...
It never stops. And his family every week is the same. Like, the same 3 daughters or sisters or whoever the hell they are. Like,
Bronny Jr.
They're like, nah. And then, like, one little kid's like, exactly, they have nothing to talk about. And one little kid...
Slow news day.
Yeah, dude. Every day is a slow news day right now.
You know what really upsets me?
No.
That one scene in Avengers Endgame.
Oh, yeah,
where all the women just had to carry Peter Parker through the onslaught that was coming.
Yeah, dude.
They just had. I know, and I get that, but it was just so blatant.
Yeah.
It's so clear what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, if they could finesse that in, like, right under my nose, I think I would have enjoyed it more. I was like, oh, here comes a scene to show, like, women empowerment and women kicking ass.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It was a good scene. But it was just so like, oh, there it is. Check that list. Check that box. Now we can really make this movie.
Yeah. You hear now they're trying to introduce a gay superhero now in the MCU.
They said that they could now make this movie, but that was like 2.5 hours into the movie.
No, I know, bro. But you know what I mean. Like, oh, let's make sure we get this one scene in there, you know?
I mean, yeah, I can see how that's annoying. Did you ever see X-Men Dark Phoenix?
No, bro. I prefer to watch
God, dude. There's an even worse one in that.
Oh god, it's just so blatant. It's just so blatant, and they did it in the first Avengers too, when they brought Scarlet Witch down to kill what's her face. Forgot it.
You're way
Scarlet Witch and
Scarlet Witch was in Age of Ultron.
No, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about in the first
Infinity
Avengers?
War, whenever Scarlett Johansson's about to die,
Yeah,
she saves him.
and then the Black Panther lady.
It's like, where is she been? That's an Infinity War, bro.
Yeah.
That's not the first one.
Well, I mean, he meant.
That is the
I
first
know
one.
what he meant.
Infinity War and Endgame.
Oh, no.
Oh, the part 1 and part 2.
Best trilogy of all time.
Yeah.
Bro, honestly, yeah, great movie. But yeah, it's just so blatant now. Like you've seen him, like you said, Dark Phoenix.
Bro,
both-
like in that movie, they're like,
yeah.
yo, the women are saving all the men around here. You should call us the ex-women.
They said that.
Bro, that's
Oh,
literally what
God,
she said.
I
When
would-
we're done with this show, look it up.
Barf,
Released
dude.
it as a trailer, because they wanted to show that off.
I would barf so hard, dude. Just so blatant. And I get it, bro. Women's rights, great. Female superheroes, hey, bro. Captain Marvel was a good movie.
It was alright, yeah.
It was alright.
Good, not great.
Wonder Woman was a great movie. I like Wonder Woman.
Good, not great.
I like Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It's another female superhero.
They're working on
Both are getting decent.
Black Widow.
Her Black Widow's gonna come out. That's gonna be.
Bro,
Sorry,
that movie,
sure.
I want that to be like Winter Soldier, but with a girl. Like,
Yeah,
so
Russians.
badass.
Yes. I think that movie's gonna be great. Yeah, you ever heard of that one movie Peppermint? Jennifer Garner.
I heard that was good, but I mean, that was a really small movie. Wasn't
Not
it?
a big-
It
not
was
a
a
big
small movie. You heard of his
Jennifer
good
Garner
though? I
fan.
heard of his
Ass?
garbage.
Yeah, ass Nation. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. But just like or another movie, Miss Bala, with Gina Rodriguez.
Nope.
Exactly. Female lead, female like superhero kick ass.
Well, what about Catwoman with Halle Berry?
Another? Honestly, it makes my point.
Elektra?
It's very few superhero women, female superheroes that like do well.
Yeah.
As far as like movie and
But
pop
they're
culture.
also just now, like,
There's not as many.
Marvel's really the only people right now putting out quality superhero movies.
Wonder Woman was great. I can't wait to the Harley Quinn movie. It's gonna be awesome.
Is it? It's got like the longest title ever. Like,
What is it
gonna
called?
Be good.
Fantabulous Emancipation of One.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and the Birds of Prey. Like, isn't that a great title?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor, what'd you think about Suicide Squad?
Oh, bro, that movie shit, gave me AIDS, man. That movie was terrible.
Damn it.
That movie was ass, dude.
I
You
wanted to
liked
say
it?
You loved it. No, I wanted
Why?
to say you loved it because we
It's
talk
my
about it all the
most
time.
favorite.
It's it so much.
I hate it so
It was really bad, bro. I tried to like it, but I can't.
So I had a girl tell me, I was like, I was talking to like a group of people.
Soundtrack was great.
Exactly.
No.
So hang on. Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say. So I'm talking to these group of people. There's two women there, and one girl is like, "Yeah, Gamal said something about you like hating Suicide Squad." I was like, "Yeah, fucking hate it. It's the worst movie ever." And I was like, "But I try to like keep it on the down low because like a lot of people for some reason get mad at me when I say that." And like literally, her other friend was like, "Yeah, I love that movie," and I was like, "What do you love about it?" And she's like, I mean, it has a good soundtrack. I was like, that's not the movie. That's the soundtrack. It's a whole separate.
It does have a great soundtrack.
Fantastic soundtrack. I love
Purple
the
Lamborghini.
soundtrack. If the
But that's
soundtrack's
everyone's
the
first point.
best, everyone's first point. So that proves my point. The movie sucks. If
It was a
everything
terrible
about a
movie.
movie is the soundtrack, then you don't like the movie.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
But-
no joke. My most anticipated movie is gonna be the new Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
Strictly to see it with you, money. Like that's gonna be insane.
Oh, dude,
Are they really
if it's-
redoing
If
it?
it's bad, I'm gonna be audible in the theater. Like I'm gonna be making sure.
Like you're gonna be the inverse of everyone during Endgame. Like, yeah, you're gonna be like, boo, show something else.
Like super loud size, like, ugh, like Jesus, like.
You're gonna go to the bathroom, come back, and like, hey, I just took a massive Suicide Squad. You know?
Yeah. If anybody wants to go in there and check that out. Oh,
Dude, yeah, that movie upsets me. It upsets me how bad DC movies are, except
Yeah.
like Wonder Woman.
Yeah, pretty much. Can't argue with that.
Aquaman was okay.
Aquaman was a movie. Yeah, we saw that.
It was okay.
Yeah, good, not great.
Good, not great.
We need to watch The Simpsons on that. He destroys it.
He destroys every movie.
Nah, he compliments quite a few. He compliments the good ones.
Like which one?
I don't know. If he likes stuff in a movie, he'll be like, "Yo, this is dope. This is a good movie."
But that one he just ripped apart.
Most of it. He has very few positive things to say about any DC movie.
I think DC. What upsets me, man, is that DC makes terrible live-action movies, but great straight-to-film animated ones. Have you ever watched those?
Sometimes. I was telling Money when you gave him that collection. I'm like, yep, seen it. Yeah, like I watch a lot of them because Jordan's like slobs on the knob of DC. So like I've watched like every.
Oh, some of them are good, man. Some of them are really
great.
good.
Yeah, dude. Like no doubt.
What's your favorite?
I mean, if I have to pick anything in general, I'd pick the Justice League the show. I know that's not a movie, but
Red Hood is mine, dude.
Or maybe Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns was a great one, dude. That was a great one.
Red Hood.
I haven't given you that one.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's actually my brother's, but
I hope too.
Red Hood was great, dude. Honestly, the new one with the Ninja Turtles was really good.
Really?
What new one with the Ninja Turtles?
Oh, yeah, I don't have that one either.
So straight to film Ninja Turtles? Animated?
Yeah, it was Batman and the Ninja Turtles, DC animated, PG-13, straight to video. It was awesome.
Dumb.
Yeah. And there's another one coming out, Batman Hush. Can't wait for that one either. I
hear that one's like really good.
Yeah.
Or the story is.
Killing Joke was overrated.
Killing Joke was pretty bad in my opinion.
Bad.
Dude, like I get weirded out when I see animated things like have sex. Like I just don't want to watch that.
Well, he didn't show anything. It just heavily implied. Yeah, no, it was heavily implied.
Like, what if Scooby just like humped someone during like a Scooby?
Oh,
like,
I think it's hilarious.
What if it was Velma?
I think it's hilarious.
What if it was Shaggy?
Ah.
What if it was the Mystery Machine?
Dude, nice.
I think a good one. Dude, live action Scooby Doo. It upsets me of how like ass that was.
Yeah, it's pretty ass.
I like the second one though. I did not see Scrappy Doo being the villain in the second one. Spoiler alert, I know, but like I can't believe it. What a twist!
In the whole movie.
What a twist that was.
Oh god! So one of the ones that you inspired for me, Victor, was these excessive use of acronyms. And Victor posted the other day a picture of food and put IYKYK.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Oh, I know what it means.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting ridiculous, bro.
Yeah,
like, that is the most...
But you knew what I was talking about.
It took me a good minute. I was like...
You had to figure it out?
I was like, that's not a word.
It's not.
I was like, it's not a word, so I was like, it must be an acronym. I was like, what could it mean? And then I was like, oh, if you know, you know. Like,
did you know about Rocher Fourier Rocher?
What's that?
It's chocolate.
Oh, yeah, I knew about the chocolate. I was very aware of what you were doing, but I just, like... What I hate is like an okay, so a phrase will happen, and then that phrase will become an acronym.
Yes.
And then both of them will be played out. Like, shake my head, SMH, YOLO, yeah. Any of them that I mean, the only one that people like consistently keep is like IDK is always going to be LOL and OMG. Those are all annoying. Like, honestly, if somebody sends me LMAO, I'm like, you're not, though.
Yeah, I'm literally just with the straightest face typing that out.
Yeah.
That's happened to maybe like twice in my life. I've been rolling on the floor. Like, laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's happened to me a handful of times. Most of the times with Ryan, dude.
Like when he got that cramp in his leg and I was yelling at him, I was legitimately on the floor laughing my ass off.
How do you...
So
you both know that one?
Yeah, bro. I was there.
Oh, it was classic.
It was so funny.
Oh, God.
He's like, I'm in pain, Ryan! He's like, Ryan, close the door! I'm in pain, Ryan!
Used to have a good time.
So funny.
Dude, we used to do like a video show once, like with Gamble. Money was telling the freaking, the hernia story.
Which
really
one?
crying, like I was dying.
A video? Oh, yeah, that's right. One back when we did the shelter show on video. Yeah,
I wish I had that, dude, because I've never seen myself look so like my face was red, like I was dying, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was hilarious.
Dude, so can we tell the story about your dad in the bowling alley on this right now?
Probably. Did I tell you, Reagan?
I don't know. I hope not.
God. I think I did. I think I told him on PlayStation.
Dude, this is about the funniest thing I've ever... Because you know his dad, right?
Oh, dude, his dad supplies quality stories.
Like, your dad is a trip, dude.
So we're at we're at the bowling alley on Tuesday night, and like I had already finished, and I'm watching him bowl, and he's not doing good as usual by the third game. He's normally pretty done by then, and so like the team he's bowling against is like a bunch of middle-aged guys, and they get fucked up every week. Like they get like beer bong or whatever, where it's like
beer tower.
Yeah, beer tower.
Yeah.
It's like basically half a keg basically on their table.
It feeds like 12 people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And they had 2 of those, and then they do like the bowling alley does like $2 Long Islands at 8 o'clock, so they all had like 1 or 2 Long Islands, so they're all hammered at this point. And like my dad hates anybody like walking up on him, talking, breathing, or doing anything while he's bowling. It's the same with golf. Like you can't do anything if he's up to bowl or golf or whatever. And so he like gets up to bowl, and like right as he's throwing his shot, which ends up being an awful shot, this fucked up team just starts busting out laughing, dude. And it was one of those timely laughs where I could not tell if they were laughing at him or if they were laughing at whatever the fuck they were laughing at, like their story or whatever, you know what I mean? And he just like whips his head around and has like the dirtiest look on his face. And he's like walks by and he's like, "What the fuck?" and like they're not paying attention to him at all. Like they have no idea that he's talking about them. And then he sits down next to me like all pissed off, and there's a black guy in front of him and there's a black guy behind me, and they're having a conversation between me and my dad. So like they're talking across us, and me and my dad are like sitting next to each other trying to talk, and he's just getting more and more pissed, and these guys are just like, "Yeah man, yeah, no doubt, yeah dude, that's what's up, yeah, no, I'm gonna come through, yeah I'm gonna come through this weekend, Friday, I'm gonna be there Friday, you gonna be there Friday." And the other guy, like one of the guys has to go bowl at this point, the guy that's in front of my dad, it's his turn to bowl, so he's like walking away, but he's continuing to talk, so he's getting louder because he's walking further away. So he's like, yeah, no doubt, Friday, I'm gonna be there Friday. And my dad goes, Friday. He starts screaming. He started screaming at you. He's like, "Is he gonna be there Friday?" And like they look at us like we're insane, dude. They look at it like he's so crazy. Like they had no idea he was listening. It's like they're yelling it across us. I couldn't believe it, dude. They didn't know what to say. And like I knew one of the black guys, so he just started talking to me. He's like, "Yeah, man. So like, yeah, we're gonna be bowling this tournament coming up here pretty soon." And I was like, "Yeah, but what about that barbecue on Friday?" He's like, "Yeah, what was that about?" I was like, I think he just wanted to confirm.
Oh, dude,
he screamed it, and then he was like, "Yeah, I can't believe they fucking talked in my backswing." I was like, "It wasn't even them. It was the fucked up Mexican guys over there." He's like, "Guys, whatever. I'm bowling, you know."
Dude, your dad is a shit, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he hates everybody.
Dude,
My face hurts.
Yeah,
I'm crying right now, dude.
I couldn't believe it.
How were you not were you laughing?
Yeah,
No, dude, I had to walk away. I was like, "This is ridiculous." Dude, I couldn't stand it. But when I told, like, I was actually pretty pissed off because, like, I was like, he's just so annoying.
Yeah, come on, man.
I was like, and so I like walked away and I like did my thing. And then when I told Victor the story, like, I don't know, like we were laughing so hard about it.
My abs still hurt from that.
Yeah, like we were laughing so hard about it. I was like, it's always one of those things to where whenever it happens in the moment, I'm normally not too pleased about it. But then when I like tell the story, I'm like, yeah, this is hilarious.
His dad is so.
Oh yeah, dude. Like whenever he fell in the bathroom, you know what I mean? Like whenever that happened, like I wasn't laughing, but like now it's hilarious, dude. Just to see him just like on his back, like a.
Could he not get up?
He couldn't get up, dude.
Ryan, get out here! I'm trying to shit.
Yeah, dude. He like begged me to come help him, and then I help him up. He's like, "Okay, we'll get the hell out of here. I'm trying to piss." Like what the fuck? You know, he's like mad that I'm there, but he just made me.
He was probably embarrassed, dude.
Oh yeah, no, it was a mess in there for sure. Like shower curtain, shower rod were all down. Like everything was broken. Like Like, honestly, like, we don't have a towel rack. We haven't had a towel rack for probably 2 years, and I'm pretty sure it's because he broke it. Like, at some point, he probably grabbed it for balance one time and, like, fucking tore that bitch off. We haven't had a towel rack forever. And it pisses me off because I always leave my towel on the fucking counter, and I have to, like, walk across my bathroom wet to go get my towel because we don't have a fucking rack that I can put it in. So, yeah, it's been great.
Oh, man, your dad, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You can't lose a lot. A lot of stories come to mind, man.
Oh, yeah, he's got a few. Dude,
how I know your dad is sauced up, like, when I know, like, for sure,
yeah,
is when he starts doing this number. He starts slapping his hand, dude. You know what I'm talking about, right? He's like, shooter. You know what I'm talking about? Like, Shooter McGavin, dude.
Tunnel's getting to him, bro, because he barely does it.
For real?
I hardly ever see him do it anymore.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's more focused on, like, telling me the same story 100 times, or, like, patting me on the back, you know?
Yeah. I will say this. I told your dad that I used his, like, pitch, his sales pitch, for, like, getting people to sign up for credit cards.
Oh, yeah, that made his whole day.
Oh, dude, I felt like it made his week.
Oh,
dude.
yeah, he came his pants, dude. He was like, I can't believe Ryan's my son. Like, he was definitely like, fuck you, Ryan. I was like, oh, shit.
Bro, like, he told me, he's like, the sales pitch, dude, like, he works at the depot, right?
Right.
So he has to get people to sign up for cards. He's like, hey, I'm supposed to get people to sign up for this card, but if you sign up, they give me a Diet Coke and a Scooby snack.
Yeah.
And it kills, dude. Like, I use it at work. I'm just, like, if they're on the fence about it, like, I don't know. I was like, hey, if it makes you feel any better, like, I kind of get rewarded for this stuff, too. They give me a bag of Cheez-Its and a Sprite, and I don't have any money for lunch, so I kind of need this. And they're like, oh, all right, well, yeah, sure, no problem. So, dude, it works, man. It really does.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, yeah, I told you.
No, yeah,
Shooter McGavin. She did not say Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, dude. Your dad is Shooter McGavin, dude.
No, he loves it. Let's see. What do I hate? We're gonna be wrapping up here. We're at 2 hours at this point.
Are we?
Hour 58. So
hour 58, bro.
Down to the
Okay, we got about 2 more
So
left.
we had 2-minute warning. So maybe speed round. Gender reveals. Can't stand them.
Oh, dude. So I thought people who have birthdays for their dogs.
Oh god.
And like I'll make it a whole big deal. Like I can't come. It's my dog's birthday. Like, but hey, I love my dog too. I wouldn't throw him a birthday party. I'd probably get him a nice bone. Here you go, buddy.
But if I had other stuff to do, his birthday could happen tomorrow.
It honestly could. Man.
Yeah.
Hey, if you love your dog that much, I get. But I don't get it. You know.
Dirty mirror selfies. Like clean your fucking mirror. Like if you're gonna acknowledge your mirror's dirty, like either clean it or.
You know what kind of bothers me is when they take a selfie in the mirror and the toilet seat's up. I don't know why. It's like so you just took a shit and now you're like posting a picture, like that's not sexy at all.
So observant, Reagan. It's crazy, man.
I don't know why. Like I'm just like, put the damn seat down. So you just took a shit and then you're like, alright, it's time to take a picture. I'm like a pound lighter now.
I hate it when a fat person says they can't have something.
Because they're fat.
Yeah, no, they're like, yeah, exactly. They're like, oh no, I can't, I'm not eating that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like,
get that away from me.
Yeah, it's like.
As a win.
Yeah.
Good one.
That's the thing. They'd be like, no, I can't have salt, and then they'll like eat a bag of like sugary candy. You know what I mean? They'll like eat a gallon bag of Sour Patch. Be like, yeah, no, I'm off salt now.
You know what upsets me, dude? Kind of a serious thing.
Oh god.
When people, because I feel like it's happening with one of the people that I know. Like mental illness is a real thing, right?
Right.
I mean, totally real thing. But I feel like people are taking advantage of it for something that doesn't warrant. Like
exactly.
This is what's causing you to be mentally ill. Like this is what's causing your depression. Is something like this. Like, granted, that's a terrible thing, and I'm sorry, but I feel like that shouldn't cause you to be like
a whole lifer.
You know, like. You're off like 6 weeks of work and you're getting paid for it. Like I don't know, man. It's weird. It's like I'm not to judge. I can't judge anybody, man. But like, I wish I can give more detail. But I feel like this person is just kind of like exploiting the system.
Probably.
He's like, hey, like I'm trying to get some like week off because I don't want to work anymore. You know, so I'm just gonna like say that I'm sad, and I'm not really sad. Like he's on Xbox every night. Like playing Call of Duty till like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that if I was sad.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
You know? So that's just me, bro. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. But it's fucked up. I don't like it.
I've been a part of this, but lately I've been getting to watch it, and that's always been fun, is like like families that go on vacation and then like they argue audibly in public for everyone to hear. Like, they're just like
Shut your
walking
mouth,
around
no one
arguing,
cares.
and it's like
Life goes on.
well, no, but like they're arguing with each other, and it's like. One, you're on vacation, like, oh man, you're having a great time spending all this money just so you can fight with each other for 5 days. And then, like, you don't even have the courtesy to do it in your hotel room. Like, you have to do it out
here. It's like, it has to happen right now.
Yeah, like, where are we going for dinner? And it's like, yeah.
What's the hardest thing to deal with, money?
What?
You know the answer. What's the hardest thing to deal with?
A woman in the morning on a vacation.
There you go.
Can't do it, bro.
Why?
Dude, have you ever gone on vacation with a woman for a long period of time? Like a girl that you're intimate with, or a girl that your friend's intimate with?
Why do you have to think about it so much? You don't know.
You know?
No, not really. Wait, it's a woman in the morning on vacation.
Yeah. Have you ever, again, like not necessarily your parents, but like if you've ever gone with a girlfriend or a friend's girlfriend or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you were dealing with the other night with Blake's girlfriend.
Elise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Exactly. Thank you.
Shout out, Elise.
Nice.
Great shout out.
We patched it up, man. Like, I'm trying to move forward with it, but for Blake's sake. But.
So while I was in Mississippi, there was this dude, one of the dudes we were staying with, he had a GoPro, okay, which records video. Right. And so it's relative, it's like on a stick, basically. It's relatively waterproof. This mofo hit record and was using it as a throwing stick for his dog in the ocean. So he was literally throwing his GoPro in the ocean. The dog was going to fetch it and bring it back. And they did that till the dog got tired. And so not only is he an idiot.
That's terrible footage.
Awful. And get this. He's like, yeah, so he like tells us about it. He's like, yeah, I did it, so like I got that footage, and like me and the other guy are like, oh yeah, sweet.
So it's wonderful. Can't wait never to see it.
Guess he didn't even have a fucking computer, so he can't even take the footage from the camera and upload it anywhere. It is just stuck on the camera. Like he bought a GoPro with nothing to put it on. Like
you can't upload it. Can't
do nothing, dude. That's how big it is.
What an idiot.
Like, does it get any dumber? Like, not only are you like trying to break your device while recording, you can't even watch the recording. That's going to be awful. Like, it's going to be...
Ignorance is astounding.
It's amazing. And this guy, like, makes more money than me.
He's not dumb, but... Yes, maybe, everyone's kind of dumb in some aspect.
We already talked about the acronyms. I hate it when kids... I mean, mostly kids do this. I hate kids, but, like... whenever they, like... sing or shout the Lion King song. I hate that.
More than any Disney song?
More than anything, because they scream it. Nobody does it right. I've never heard anybody do it perfect.
No.
And everybody does it differently than the next person. And they all think they're hilarious.
See, mine would be Frozen. I hate when kids sing Frozen.
Oh, that's up there for me. But luckily, I've never seen Frozen, so I don't know that they're singing
I've
it.
seen Frozen.
Except for...
I bought into the hype. I was like, you know what? I'm going to rent this movie on Redbox. Let me see what it's all about.
Was it worth it?
No, bro. It's terrible. It's honestly, for me, like one of the worst Disney movies.
So I got this.
I saw it too, and I was just like, yeah, that's about right.
No.
It was awful?
Whatever. It was just whatever. I was just like, yeah.
It was just whatever.
That was exactly what I expected.
Like, I enjoyed Moana more than that movie. That Moana was great. Coco, I thought that was great too. Pretty much anything above Frozen.
Okay. So I bought this pin the other day.
Right.
Because there was a vape store right next to Zaxby's. Because I was there at the Zaxby's. Nice. I was like, ooh, I'm going to pop in there real quick because I hate the thing that I have. Go in there, and this guy goes on, like, a tangent. Like, immediately. Like, this dude that ran the store, he knew everything there was to ever be known about vapes. He was insistent on telling me everything. And I knew exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm looking for a bigger, better version of this. And I like put it on the table, and he goes, okay, so let me ask you this. What's your price range? Do you want it to last 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years? And he's like, yeah, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like answering all these stupid questions, and he goes, so you're doing cartridges? And I go, yeah. And he goes, is it I'm going to make sure I word this right. Are your cartridges something that you can have legally in the state? Like, you're not having anything illegal, right?
I'm just like, bro, just give me. You should have went to a BC smoke shop, dude.
Oh, I should have. But this was right on the way. Like, I was just trying to. Yeah.
That sounds like
Oh, he was the worst. I was like, nah, man. Like, the what?
Like, bro, like.
I was like, what?
Can you just give me what I'm asking for?
I just want this pen. And he goes, well, like, if you're doing, like, CBD cartridges, see, this is how much you're paying for the cartridges. This is how much the juice costs. And so you could get one of these rigs and go juice.
No.
And he is just going on. And I was like, hey, man, like, I hate to cut you off, but I literally have food in my car. Like, I'm just trying to get this battery.
Yeah. He's like, oh.
He's like, oh, yeah. And then he kept talking, dude. I was like,
that's what upsets me, dude.
Dude, I could not stand it because I was like, one, I hate this guy for telling me all this stuff that I don't care about, don't need to know. I'm just trying to buy a product and leave. Everybody's a salesman. He had to upsell me on everything. He was trying to sell me everything. And then by the end of it, I think he could tell I hated him. And I think he could tell that...
Like, you'll never be back.
I'll never be back. And I literally came in here to buy this pen for my THC cartridge so I could go the fuck home. I'm pretty sure he put all of that together based on the look I was giving.
You were just like... Okay.
That reminds me of, like, real quick, like, I took Sean, my roommate, to, I think we were getting, I don't know, let's say we're getting, like, Fallout or something. So, like, he went there to get Fallout, and he's had, like, a prior history of this, like, douchebag that works there, who just, like, never shuts up whenever you're trying to do anything. He just never stops offering you deals and all these other stuff, like, so we get there, and we're in, like, line, there's, like, 5 or 6 people in front of us, and there's him working, and then there's a girl working. He's up first, and I'm right next to Sean, and he's like, yeah, go next, and like he's like, no, we'll wait for her. Like, he just looks him dead in the eyes, like, no, I'm waiting for that girl. And then we get to that girl, and
love it.
And then she's like, yo, like, this is my first day. I don't really know how to, like, get off a pre-order or something. And he's like, Sean's just like, well, is there anyone that can do it that isn't that guy? And point like at him. We're like right in his face.
I love it. I love this. Who's this guy's name? Sean?
Yeah, dude, y'all would get along great. Y'all
I
have
love
zero
Sean.
boundaries for people's, like, I don't know, just...
Bullshit.
Yeah, basically. And like, he's like, yeah, like, I think he's the only one that can do it. Let me get him real quick. He's like, no. We'll be back later. Like, I got in there, and he made the call. He was like, we're leaving. You're driving me back later. Like,
That's just how much...
this game now.
Wow. Amazing. That's how much she just did not want to deal with this guy. I totally understand.
Yeah,
I'd do the same thing.
He made quite a scene, too, because he was, like, yelling. He was like, no, we're gone. Like, it's over.
Bro, the poor guy at the register is like, what did I do?
Yeah,
like, that day, nothing.
He knows. Like, we've been there before, and, like, he's been like, yo, let me get you a pro membership. Are you interested in pre-ordering this or this or this or this? He's like, is there, what can I say? And, like, he's like, Sean's like, yeah, what can I say to just get the game I came in here for? Like, what
Yeah, dude, that's what I would have said.
Oh, beautiful, man. Hey, bro, you can only be nice to someone so long, man, before you just snap. Like, I get it, you're trying to do your job, that's wonderful, but you gotta read the room. If I'm in there to get what I want and get out, let me get what I want and
Let me get out.
go on about my day, you know?
Yeah, because I'm buying something. You know?
Bro, yeah, I'm giving you money. Yeah, I don't need to take more money. I'm giving you the amount that I want to give you. That's why, like, working in retail, dude, sometimes, like, I don't like upselling. Like, because you don't need that. If you needed that, you would have asked me for it. But sometimes I'm like, hey, do you need this? He's like, oh, actually, you know what? I do need that.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask, but, like, this dude started upselling me without me ever asking.
Yeah, you gotta read the room, man.
Yeah,
gotta read the
he
room.
just went into it.
Gotta know when you're gonna do that, when the right time to offer is. It's tough out there, man. Everybody's a salesman. You're right, though.
So the other thing is, this might sound wild to you guys. I rode with this dude to Mississippi, and it's about a 7-hour drive each way. And we drove around a lot while we were in Mississippi, because he, like, took his van to haul all the equipment. He doesn't listen to music or anything in the car.
It's just silence.
Silence.
Why?
Exactly. The whole trip, dude. Like, literally, I had to keep my headphones charged. I was having to listen to headphones in the car. Because I was like, I can't take this. I was like, there's only so much conversation him and I can have. And we would sit there in dead silence. And then I'd put my headphones in, and then he'd start.
Did you try to turn on the radio?
Yeah. Dude, at the very beginning of the trip, I was like, "Hey man, like, you want me to like play some music?" I was gonna play like, 'cause he's a country. He likes country music.
Yeah, you're gonna play some country.
I was gonna play country for him.
Yeah,
Just so we could listen to something.
something,
Anything. I was like, "You want to play some music or like some comedy, like podcast, anything?"
anything.
And he's like, "That's whatever, man." And I was like, "Great answer. Like, you're gonna make me play something in your car. Like, just say yes or no." But he like.
But he said whatever, man.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
for you, that wasn't.
And so I played like one or two comedians, like because and the reason why I figured out, I assumed this, and I ended up being right. He doesn't listen to music because he is a musician. He plays 5 nights a week, basically. He plays at tavern.
Awesome.
And so he's like, there's always music in my head. I'm always singing something. He's like, if I listen to music, I'm constantly like breaking it down. He's like, I can't enjoy it. And I was like, I get that, but that's where podcasts come in. That's where other audio, something for entertainment,
Some kind of ambient noise.
something. And so I'm like, I'll put on some. This is not happening. It's like 10 to 15 minute stories by comedians. Maybe he'll get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
Didn't look like he was feeling it, and
Podcast.
I was like, fuck
Rogan's
it.
podcast.
No, that's too slow. So I just unplugged it, and we just sat there. I couldn't believe it, dude. Like, I can't believe you ride in the car this much and don't listen to shit.
Hey man, you said to yourself, the man's a musician.
Doesn't mean you can't listen to something. You can listen to a book on tape. That'd be better than nothing. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I still have like 100 more. Do we want to just end it?
Yeah, I think so.
Good round
We can
number.
do this for 4 hours.
Yeah, bro. 2 hours, dude.
I got plenty more.
I got a lot more too, but you know what? I got out the
About
important
that time.
ones.
Yeah, you got the important.
I was gonna play some Days Gone till like 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna play 2K for sure. But,
Oh, that was fun, gentlemen. Got to do that again.
yeah. Any closing remarks? Final thoughts?
No, good shit, everybody. Good job, Victor.
Thanks, man. I was nervous at first, but just gotta flow, you know.
I think you're our first guest outside of Gamble.
Gambola, dude. Nice, man.
So welcome aboard.
Appreciate it, dude. You know how I'll be. Always have the setup here. If you want to record again.
Oh, sorry. Real quick, last story. So I was at Planet Fitness,
Alright.
and like I was on the Stairmaster, and I was getting it.
Yeah.
And like I'm on a Stairmaster. I'm on the far left one, so like there's nobody to the left of me,
Right.
and it's all Stairmasters to the right, and they're
Right.
all open.
Right. Someone
And
comes up right
these
next to
two
you.
big girls
Right.
get Stairmasters 2 and 3 right next to me.
Right.
I was like, oh, of course. Like, why can't I have my space? Because this chick's huge.
Massive.
She's a nice girl. You know, I didn't do anything disrespectful. And I'm just sitting there
Doing your
pretending I don't see them, and I'm watching my podcast, but I'm looking at my peripherals to see if they're looking at my phone, because I don't like when someone's looking at what I'm watching,
Yeah.
especially on the podcast I'm watching, because anything fucked up can happen at any moment, and I just, you know what I mean? I don't need that.
You need that judgment.
Yeah, exactly. Because like literally, they've shown like a video of a guy like shoving a butt plug up his ass and like reviewing it, and then like
Interesting.
yeah, they like blur out the genitalia. But
What's
like,
that? What is that podcast?
Your Mom's House podcast.
The what?
Your Mom's House podcast.
What's the one that you mentioned earlier, Reagan?
The Decent Show.
The Decent Show and Your Mom's House podcast. All right, I'll check those out.
This is the Decent Show.
Oh.
We're recording the Decent Show.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead and
shit.
check that out, Victor.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, like, tell me what you think. We got some exciting guest features coming up. So anyway, I'm pretending I don't see them, and I'm like messing with my phone, like changing songs and stuff, or changing to songs because I don't feel like watching the podcast anymore. And this chick's like messing with her phone, like getting her music set up, and she's already started her Stairmaster. She just drops the shit out of her phone. Like, it hits the display, and then it hits every step down, and it makes as much noise as
Do you have a
possible.
case?
Probably.
Good.
I don't know, dude, but it made a ton of noise. And, like, she's like, oh, shit. And you could tell she's, like, super embarrassed. And her friend did not care less. Like, her friend didn't look at her, didn't help her, didn't say nothing. And I'm doing everything I can to not bust out laughing. Because, like, I just think it's the funniest thing ever. Because in my head, I'm assuming they wanted to set up next to me. And then this chick just totally embarrassed herself by dropping this shit out.
In your head.
In my head. But either way, it's still embarrassing.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, dude, because, like, it hit every step. And I think she stepped on it.
Oh, it's embarrassing, man.
And then she tried to get back up and, like, get back into it, like, yeah. Like, she's, like, getting back. And then I, like, left. Because I couldn't stop.
Can't
Like,
stop.
I was like,
Just one of those things. Sometimes, man, some of those things just happen in public where you just like it's something. Like sometimes it's messed up to laugh at something.
Oh yeah.
Like when kids fall
That's hilarious.
down. Oh my god, it's so hilarious. It's one of the most funniest things.
I saw a guy like fall off his skateboard while carrying a bag of Taco Bell, and like him and like every taco in his bag went flying.
Yeah.
We died laughing, dude.
My buddy Blake, we were in Austin. We were riding those Lime scooters or those electric scooters.
Those are fast.
Bro, you haul on those things. But he was coming up on like a group of people, and he just had to bail out, or else he was gonna wreck it. And he just ate shit. Yeah, it was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I wish I recorded it. So that's the decent show.
Yeah, this is the decent show.
Pretty
Right here. This
decent.
is actually a spinoff of it. This is Decent After Dark,
Uh,
but you can find it on the Decent Show YouTube channel.
Okay.
No doubt, no doubt.
subscribe,
Okay.
like, subscribe,
Like, comment,
drop a
subscribe.
comment.
Gender
Like, comment,
pronoun.
subscribe. Yeah, gender pronoun.
Uh,
Yeah, tweet at us too. Like if you don't feel like commenting your gender pronoun, you can always DM us on Twitter. So
Follow me on Snap at Rico. Suave. And yes, it is 3 ha-has in the middle of that.
is it really?
No.
I was gonna say there's not no haha.
No.
Yeah, well, Reagan, do you want to give us your Snapchat?
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, okay. Well, make sure you follow Rico Suave and Reagan on Snapchat. But yeah, thank you, Victor, for coming on. Good show here. Look out for part 2. We might follow up on some of this. If not, just stay tuned for more great content. For Reagan and Victor, I'm Ryan. You guys have a great night.
She's a two-face. She's got the Jimmy legs. She's a virgin. He's poor. She's got everything I've always wanted in another human being. Except for the walking. She eats her peas one at a time. She just took credit for my son. He's a male bimbo. He's a mimbo. She's one of these low talkers.
You know, because he's a high talker.
Bit of a close talker. She can't hear very well over her left ear. She's bald. She's bald.
He's a bad breaker-upper.
She went out with Newman.
He's like a Sven Jolly.
She's too tan. She's too good. She wasn't my type. She just dislikes me so much. It's irresistible.